Hey, Brenda, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Hey, Neil. So, what's new with everybody on Saturday? We got a ton of snow last night. When I say a ton, I was out shoveling at 7:30 this morning. Well, I went out to just do the ramp, ended up doing the whole driveway, sidewalks and everything, except I not too bright. I didn't have a coat on or a hat on, so I just like this was out shoveling snow. Mia, what you doing? Mimi. So I don't know if anybody's going to be here this morning. I know there's a couple of other channels that are doing a morning show, um, but tis what it is. There's a ship just about to the Black River going to go upbound, which if I had somebody here, I'd probably go and get it, but I don't, so won't. Mia, stop. You can see it's kind of yucky out right now. Let me put the screen up here a little bit. Oh, it should take care of some of the glare, I'm hoping. Some of it. Doing me. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit of a burr, Brenda. It in fact it got to the end when I got to the bird feeder and I wanted to clear it off so that the birds could get to it because it had snow all over it. I was bare fingered doing it, and boy, my hands got numb. No gloves, no nothing on, just me and my pinky and a shovel, a snow shovel. So let me see if I can show you what it looks like out there right now. Mia, stop. Okay, I'm gonna share screen so you guys may be able to see what's going on here. I shoveled this driveway, the front sidewalk in both directions. And I didn't shovel the path to the neighbors, to my tenants. Figure they can handle that. Well, yeah, we got a little bit of snow overnight. Yeah, the Algoma Innovator is upbound. Might be coming into view. The camera here is on auto. There isn't anybody operating it. So, yeah, it is what it is. Thank you, Brenda. What you doing, goofball? You want to say hello to everybody? Huh? There's Mia. Yeah, aren't you? Yeah. Say hi. Say hi to everybody out there. You're my little boo boo. I know. See, there's the Algoma Innovator coming upbound. Snow is pretty heavy down there. Now, it looks like they did shovel some of it, but not all of it. Well, when I say shovel, they plowed some of it. What do you want? You had your breakfast. You've been out. I think what she dies in order to go someplace, so she's looking for me to take her somewhere. Hey, Dusty, what's going on? The Yeah, not a whole lot of people down by the water. Usually when somebody pulls up alongside there like that, they're just watching the ship. Lay down, lay down. Well, lay down, lay down. Be a good girl, lay down. Good girl. Yep. She listened to me. She went over there and laid down. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, JDS, she would love to have a Boston cream. I think I still have one left. Yeah, there's a few birds in the bird feeder. There's a few birds in the bird feeder. There's a couple of birds down here. My squirrel buddies. I'll let you guys watch. I'm gonna throw some peanuts out real quick. I thought the Blue Jays migrated, but they're out there. I call them the sky bandits because they steal all the peanuts they can get their hands, their little beaks on. There's the Goma Innovator is headed up into the lake. No. Yep, that's right. That's right, Brenda. But they're kind of like little sky bandits, you know? Well, there's 30 days of mourning for President Carter. I don't know when that ends, but I would imagine shortly. I don't know exactly what the date he died, you know? But I think if you probably Google it, you can probably find out what's going on, how long it's going to be. Thirty days. It says all public flags will be displayed at half mast, half staff for 30 days from Carter's death, the 29th, until December the 29th. So that would mean all the way until January the 30th, 29th. Another couple of weeks. So that kind of answers the question. 30 days. I thought it was 30 days, but I wasn't sure. I went and looked it up. Yeah, I just put into the Google search, how long do will the flags be at half mast for Jimmy Carter? And it came up and says 30 days is the amount of time that they're to be flown at half mast. I thought it was 30 days. Yeah, that's a good question, East Coast. Around the world, I don't know what the standard is for when you lose a leader that's of that level. how long they require you to fly your flags at half mast. Oh, Tim says it was 3 months for when the Queen died, Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth. Not a lot of ships out there today. Let me take a look. Just up went the Algoma Innovator, was the only one I saw on the screen. There's another ship down, the Sam Loud is down at Algonac, which is about 2 hours, 3 hours away, upbound. And out in the lake, there's nothing. Tip of the thumb, there's a cargo vessel coming down, but Honorable James Oberstar is way up about East Tawas. And it's doing 13.1 knots. Yeah, not a lot of ships out there right now. A lot of them are putting in for the winter, doing winter layup. Few of them will keep hauling coal and different things like that, but mostly the iron ore ships aren't working like they would be because they're going to close the locks in Superior. Let me see if I can find out when that is.
How you doing, Paul?
Hey, how you doing, Lloyd?
I'm doing all right. Let's see here.
I'm just over here typing up. Soo Locks closing January the 15th for the seasonal repair. So that is, they got 1 week. Any ship that's up in Superior is going to be locked in. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers announced the Soo Locks and Sault Ste. Marie will close to all maritime traffic beginning 11:59 p.m. on January the 15th. Locks will set to close for more than 2 months while crews perform seasonal maintenance. So that means they won't open up until March the 15th. And all of them close about the same time, even the ones down river. So you've got an area from basically Niagara Falls all the way up into Lake Erie, up the Detroit River, up the Lake St. Clair, up the St. Clair River, all the way up to Lake Huron, and then it closes. They can't go up to Superior, but they can go up and go around and down to Chicago. So don't have a lot of traffic for that.
Well, what part of the Great Lakes are you on?
I'm on Port Huron, which is right on if this is the Lower Peninsula, I'm right here. Detroit is down here.
Right.
Yep. So I'm right here on the thumb. I'm right where Lake Lake Huron begins just north of St. Clair River.
Okay.
Did you get any snow, Lloyd?
No, it's over now. We had our big snowstorm, and I mean we still got, good 5, 6 inches out there, because it
Sure.
froze up last night. But yeah, it quit snowing yesterday morning sometime, and then sun came out and it melted off some, quite, the roads
Condensed
got,
some of
yeah.
it. Now, does it turn to ice?
No, it didn't. It just, we were lucky because we were supposed to get an ice storm, and it ended up, the ice storm went further south, and the snow came down further than they expected it. They thought the snow band was going to run up like in the very northeastern part of the, north of us, by quite a bit. So, but, so yeah, we got a lot of snow, but we just didn't get, fortunately, we didn't get any ice, which we usually do. I was sweating. I was hoping we wouldn't get any ice in this storm.
I'm
But
gonna pitch a few peanuts. They're out there.
all right. Good morning, everybody in the chat. I'm trying to say hello to everybody. Brendan, Brian, and my good friend little Timmy. And I didn't bring my phone. Oh well. Do you think I look like what Jim Morrison would have looked like if he got old? Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a little scruffy around the edges. That reminds me, I need to check. I ordered some stuff off of Amazon, and it shipped out, and it was supposed to come in the day the snow hit, and they put it out for delivery. Then I got notice that one of the items wouldn't be there until I think Monday or Tuesday, and then the other one, it's been out for delivery for 3 days. So, and they can make it now because the roads are clear. Let's see. Go to orders. On its way, but it's running late. Yeah, you think?
I don't know where Joe is.
Yeah, I don't either.
I get worried, but he works those long nights out in the cold, and I don't.
Yeah,
Sometimes I think he overdoes it, but that's just my opinion.
yeah. He does do a lot. I'll say that much. I think like I'm like you. I think he's cramming too many games in there. Uh, and
Yeah,
getting out
there's
in that
times
cold at night. Yeah.
there's times, Lloyd, when I'm down shooting a ship and I go to stand up or whatever, and it's like, oh my God, and then I'm leaning on the truck.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the same way. I have to, I'm getting to where I'm going to have to start using a cane full time, and I'm just not into that. If I don't,
Well, yeah, the Lord didn't give us a third arm to handle a cane.
no, he didn't. He didn't. I got when I went down to Florida last year, before I went down there, I picked up one of those, you see them advertised, those hurricanes.
Yep.
And actually I liked it. It's probably the best cane I've ever had.
Oh, it's got the feet on the bottom.
Yeah, it's got a nice self-standing, but like I have one of those that is self-standing, but it's got like the legs are separated, and it's got and you trip over it. It was Judy's. She couldn't stand it because she said she always felt like she was going to trip on it.
Yeah.
But this hurricane, it's self-standing, but it's got a smaller footprint down there, and it's got a swivel down there too, so it kind of works naturally, and uh, it really helped me out down there.
Well, I wish I knew somebody that was good in electrical or electronic engineering. And because I don't understand why there isn't more of these, but I came back in and I thought, well, why don't they have robots that are doing our sidewalks and driveways
Yeah,
and the thing of it is they do have.
right. Yeah, you'd think some of these cities would have something like that.
This is the Yarbo. It's an electric, fully autonomous.
Let me share this. This is one I found was the Yarbo.
This is the Yarbo.
Oh yeah.
This is the Yarbo. It's an electric, fully autonomous yard working robot that has a snowblower attached to the front of it. This
Hey,
thing
cool cat.
is crazy.
Michael.
I've had it for several months now, and I've been wanting to make a video about it for a long while. It is quite literally a miniature tank with a snowblower on the front of it that you can control with your phone or with the Xbox-like controller that they send with it. So first, some context about where I
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that is impressive. And with that track system, that thing looks like it'd be big enough you could
There's
probably
a
catch a ride on it.
that's a snowbot there.
That's a
There's I
snow.
guess there's a couple of companies that make them, and they've got
Wow.
different attachments you could put on. You can put on a lawn mowing attachment or a snow blowing
Yeah.
attachment, or
Yeah. Now that is slick. Yeah, I could have used that yesterday.
yeah. Well, the thing of it is what gave me the idea there was a guy across the street who had an electric snowblower, and he was doing quite a job because he was only like in his 50s, 40s, 50s. And I'm
Right?
out there, here I'm in my 70s and I'm shoveling. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, something like that would be just fantastic to have.
Yeah, and that's the problem with this. A lot of guys, there's a lot of people that, uh, a lot of the people that die during the winters because, they've had a heart attack or stroke
Yeah.
out there or they're, or
There
they
it is.
slip.
There it is a lawnmower. Do you see it?
Oh, that's sweet now. That is
And they
awesome.
got one as a blower.
Leaf blower,
It's
yeah.
all these
Yeah.
attachments you put on the front of it.
Oh, that is holy crap. Did you see I was pulling that van?
That car, yep.
Yeah.
There's the different attachments. You just put it on the front.
Well, that is just slick now. And see, that's where I think AI is useful and
Yep.
stuff like this.
Yeah. Well, look at him mow the lawn. Just go to town
Yeah.
and blow the leaves.
Blow the leaves. Yeah. Because I was thinking about that. I thought, man, that'd be great for a leaf vacuum or a leaf blower. Yeah.
Yep.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's something else.
Yes, One Vision Aerial, it is me.
Cool Cat says that he watched a guy and his son unbox and try one of those. They look great. Yeah, they do. Especially senior citizens.
Right.
Everybody can't afford to go to Florida for the winter or to Texas or whatever,
Right.
but they might be able to put in their budget enough to get one of those
Yeah. Yeah.
yard
That was
lawn mowers and blowers and Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Hi, Paul. Lloyd.
Good morning, Mark. Or in your case, good
Good
evening.
afternoon.
Oh, it's afternoon? Yeah.
2:30.
Okay. Well, that's right.
Mhm.
This is the morning show, isn't it, Paul?
Yep,
Yeah.
this is.
I got confused there for a minute.
This is, well, hey, I get confused every day. This is Saturday morning. The
Saturday morning,
the
yeah.
evening show is at 5 o'clock today, so
Oh, okay.
at 9 and 5, 9 to 5.
Guys, it's 10 o'clock here. Yeah.
I won't be able to make it to Minefield because I just got it set up now where I can I'm getting ready to go to the South Florida drone meetup. So, and then I've got a reunion to go to up in Grand Junction in August. And
Yeah, Minefield's in August.
Well, that's the thing of it is once you become a socialite like you are, you've got a lot of commitments to go to. I
yeah.
don't have anybody who doesn't give a shit where I am.
Oh, well, we do. We give a shit that you're here for us every day. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
but you
really
know what? If I were to disappear tomorrow, somebody else would jump in.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
Maybe.
Maybe, but they could not. That's the thing. You make everybody feel so welcome. This is just sit down, have your morning coffee, or
Yep.
sit down, unwind after your day. And I
Yeah,
enjoy your shows.
Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We do. We have a variety of stuff. Yeah, you're gonna have to drive to Oklahoma to meet me because uh I wasn't planning on going to South Florida, but everything just fell in place. I talk to Judy all the time, and I said, if you want this to happen, just let me know. If you don't, I'm sure you'll. And everything just fell into place.
Well, the other thing is you're in a unique situation where what is it? Your son's next door and you got another one down the street.
Yeah, I got my two boys here. Like I said, James, I called him yesterday, but that was what I was holding off on. I hadn't talked. He'd gone back to work, so I called him yesterday morning. I said, "Hey, I think I can figure out how to do the South Florida drone meetup again. I think about going back down there." He says, "So you want to go back down?" I said, "Yeah." I said, because last year when I was just coming out of
Yep. Still
just
in
coming
mourning.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was still. Cause it just been a month or so. Well, not even that, about 4 weeks and 3 weeks. But so I got to enjoy it, but I didn't. This year I'm in a better place,
Yep.
in my mind. So it's like I'm really wanting to go back down there again.
Well,
So
you get to a point after you lose somebody like that, you don't feel like you're part of anything because the number one focus was your wife or your spouse or
yeah,
whoever. And then it's like, okay, what, who?
well, and that's where I was, man. Because for the last 10 years I've been here, I was her caretaker.
Yeah.
She'd been sick for a long time. I mean, she was able to still get up and do stuff and or do a little bit, but not much. And she just progressed, especially this last year, first of the year, she just really went downhill fast. Right after Christmas, she started, and so like I get up and like, well, I don't have to get up because and I'd probably still be laying there in bed right now if I hadn't finally. I forced myself to
Move
get
around.
up, go out to a couple times a week to sit down restaurant just to be around other people
Yep.
and
Interact.
slowly, yeah, interact. Slowly started building up a little bit of a routine and
Well, not only that, it's building up the confidence that you can do it again.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
before that, you had that confidence, but some of that
right.
went out when Judy left.
When I lost Judy, that was my whole focus was like I was just wondering, and that's sort of what I was doing. I was just going through the motions down there last year. This year, I'm in I think, that's why I wanted to go at least one more time,
Yeah,
just to really enjoy it. And then I got this reunion coming up in August and getting to go up and see, that all fell into place. I started looking at my budget and like, oh, okay, I can do this,
yeah, there you go. Well, it's good that you're making plans and you're able to do that kind of stuff. In my
Yeah.
mind, everybody, and
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to think I'm selfish, but I don't care if I go see anybody.
I'm sort of like that too in a lot of ways. I find that, yeah, there's times I just don't want to see anybody. I just like, man, I have no desire. One of the
Yeah,
guys said I needed a motorhome. Yeah, my cousin has one. If I thought I could afford it, he's got just the perfect little motorhome. But I guess I could probably ask him if I could borrow it. He'd probably let me use it.
there you go.
Because he's my cousin, but Judy's parents helped raise him and his brother and his sister when after their mother died, and their dad was.
Well, that might be a neat experience for you to borrow that motorhome and go down there. And then you would know, is that something that you would want to do again?
Again,
Or
yeah,
because there's little short trips around the country, you could go and meet up with people at certain places.
right, exactly, yeah. I might talk with him because uh, he lives about 30 minutes from here. I need to go visit him anyways, 30, 45 minutes from here. And
Must admit, one of the lads I worked with when he took early retirement, he only used to live around the corner from me here. He sold his house and bought a canal barge, moved on to that, and he just travels around the country on the canals now.
yeah, that amazes me over in England that they've got those canal barges.
Canal barges, yep.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of people that do a show from the
Yeah,
barge.
there was a young gal that was doing her channel back.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, but then all of a sudden it stopped. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the young gal, I think she either fell in love and got married or what.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because even after she stopped doing live shows like once a week or
Right.
she completely stopped being online at all.
Wow.
But yeah, if you could borrow his motorhome and just go see him and talk to him and say, I'm thinking about mobility in the future, and I've got this trip I want to take, and do you think I could maybe try yours out and see if it works or what?
Yeah. Well, and I've actually talked about buying it from him. He's at that point where he's just not quite ready to give it up yet. He's not.
Yeah.
He's a couple years older than me. He's not in as good a shape as I am, and I'm not in good shape at all. But he's yeah. See, last year was rough on him because his brother died in August, and then Judy was like his or like his older sister, because they'd grown up together, and when she died, boy, that just really kicked him in the teeth, and
Yeah.
it kind of slowed him down. I mean, it put him into almost
Well,
a
that might
screeching halt.
might be good for you and for him,
Yeah. 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 We got, and I'm one of those, when I get home, when I'm at home here, if I don't have something I need to do, or I don't plan on doing something, I just don't get out.
Yep.
Because I've got him, and then his older sister lives up in Tulsa. I haven't seen her in about 6 months. And then I got one that lives right here in town, and he's he's the oldest in the clan. He's 91 or 92
Oh
now.
my goodness.
Yeah. Still putters along. it's always fun trying to talk with him because he's deaf as a rock.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I was trying to tell him something last time I saw him, and he has a whiteboard there. So, I just started writing and turned around. Oh, yeah. And he,
Well, is he totally deaf, or is it if he had some kind of headphones or something? would it-
yeah, he's tried everything. He's got hearing aids. He's got all that stuff.
Oh,
He's pretty well just, everything's just a,
yeah.
that's the way it sounds to him now. So, he's
Yeah,
91.
there was a lad that was nearly totally deaf at work, and he had a special hearing aid that had this like a circle with a spider's web in it implanted onto the side of his head,
Yeah.
attached to the bone, so that the vibrations went through into the bone and he could hear that way.
Yep.
Well, I see they advertise on TV a telephone that when the other people talk into it, it puts it on a screen right in front of you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Let me think. I think that's called a, before I say it and make a fool of myself, I'm going to look it up.
A cochlear implant.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I wasn't going to say it because I wasn't sure if that was it. And I thought, well, if I say that wrong, I
Yeah.
stick my foot in my mouth big time, which I do all the time anyways, but no need of working overtime on it. Okay, I'm going to step away and fill up my coffee cup. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, Mark, what are you up to today?
Well, I've been to the district nurse this morning.
Yeah.
Uh,
I see Precious is happy that you're there.
Precious is half happy that I'm eating a tuna and sweet corn sandwich.
Oh, he wants to know where his half is.
Her.
Her.
Oh, she's already had a bit. It just wasn't enough.
Well, our animals, it never's enough, you know?
That is, yeah. Be quiet.
I think Mia, she'd eat until she blows up.
Yeah. Of course, she's still got half a bowl full of her own food in the kitchen. But, of course, that's saving for later. She'll eat that just before it's time to put the evening food out. Let's just shut up.
Okay. Tim, have a great day. One Vision says, way to go, Jackson. He farts and then he leaves. Take care.
Yep.
That's funny. Well, I know that he's not working because it's the weekend. He doesn't work weekends, I don't think.
Yeah, it's Saturday night, Sunday morning there.
Yeah. So he's probably over playing Fortnite or something.
Mm.
The yeah, my next mission is going to be to go out. I got everything shoveled. Will be to spread some ice melt around just to make sure it dries it up, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very icy outside here, but it's with no snow, just frost.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already minus, what was it? No, it's 0 degrees, so it's freezing point at the moment.
Yeah, 0 is the 32 Fahrenheit, right?
Yeah. and it's going to go up to 1 o'clock at 1 degree at 4 o'clock through until
That definitely is cold.
9 o'clock when it goes back to 0 again. And it's going to stay at 0 until 7 o'clock in the morning when it'll be -1. And then back to 0 again. And then 1 degree at 10 o'clock, 2 degrees at 12, 3 degrees at 1. God, we're having a heat wave.
Yeah.
It's going up to 3 degrees tomorrow. That's like 3 degrees higher than it's been for most of the week. It's really weird when they say that high temperature for the day is going to be freezing point. Yeah. Oh,
Well, I think it's probably going to be a short show today.
well, Joe is.
I don't know where Joe is. Lloyd's back though.
Yeah, I'm back. I decided to make me some hot cocoa instead of. Well, last I went to the store here the other day and picked up one of them big
Oh, big hot.
canisters
Yep.
of Swiss Miss. And so I had some fixed last night, and boy, that was good. I thought I'm going to have that this morning.
There you go.
Yep.
Get hopped up on chocolate instead of coffee.
Why not? Yeah, I've got hot chocolate pods for my Dolce Gusto coffee machine as well.
Yeah. I've got one of those refillable or reusable things for my I mean, I can make a pot. It comes, I've got a full size 12-pot cup carafe that
Mm.
comes with it, but it's just easier to go in there and drop the pot in. And I usually buy pods. There's a store here that has sellouts, and they got just huge stacks of boxes of 80. And for $15, I can get enough. That keeps me going for a month. But
Oh my God.
I still have do what?
Yeah, the ones I get for the Dolce Gusto, they're I think £7 for 16 pods.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I get these for about $15. I get 80 of them. So
That's cheap.
and it's good coffee. That's the thing. It's got a good flavor to it.
Mm.
And
Hey, are you guys good for a couple of minutes? While I run out real fast and throw some ice melt out.
Down.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We can handle it.
Yeah.
Can't we, Mark?
I think maybe I should.
Well, we usually have to.
I think maybe I should take my phone in case I fall.
Yeah, I was going to
Yes.
say you might want to take that with you.
Put it round your neck and
Yep.
always remember to fall on your back. Otherwise, you crush your phone.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay.
So little Timmy left the building. Oh well.
Yeah. It's nothing unusual. Paul's show being without Paul.
Well, yeah. But
I don't know where Joe is, unless Johnny's got a show on this morning.
oh, he does. Because I didn't get a link from Rodney, who usually does his show after Dennis Lovelady finishes his sunrise thing. And
Oh yeah, Johnny
It
was
was-
live an hour ago.
yeah, so Johnny was taking over for it. So I don't think, but he's probably through now.
No, he's still going.
Oh no.
He's got Dennis and
Yeah,
Chris
yeah, they're still
and
going.
John.
Almost Rodney Bill Morning Show. Yep.
Yeah. Kenny and Randy.
Yeah, there's Rod over there, and uh,
Uh,
Lon Denard. So
Ron, who's that? Ron Jenker?
I don't know. Listen, we've got Rodney, not Rodney, but Rod from Hot Rod in Daytona.
They've got
I don't know who that other
John.
guy is.
They got John Flynn and
Oh, that's John Flynn. Yeah,
Unlimited
okay.
Vertical.
So you got Dennis Lovelady, Lon Denard up there on the top row at the right next to
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so and Dennis Lovelady
Chris
and,
Hope.
and yeah, he's in there posting. So anyway, so that's probably where
Yeah.
some of the guys are at.
What else is on? Jeremy's on there from
Yeah.
what's it? Vegas. Gary's on there, Bent Rail.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, Kenny from Place It Here's there, and
Yeah.
Frank Rizzo. Yeah, a lot of the guys are over there.
Like Frank Rizzo's Jody.
Yeah.
It's drone shots when he's on his phone.
So yeah.
Well, Joe's not there though.
No, he's not there. So
Joe thought Leo was.
yeah.
Half Chrome. Oh God, I've not seen him on a live show.
Who's that?
Half Chrome.
Oh,
What's he called? Is he called Justin?
Who?
I think he's called Justin Half Chrome.
Oh,
He does a lot of reviews.
hmm.
I think he's got his own shop.
And that's where oh no, that's Randy from Mud.
And I'm not sure who that one is. FTFO Media.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Joe.
Hey, there you are.
We were just checking Johnny's chat to see if you were over
Yeah, we
there.
were making sure what show you were in there.
Yeah, I just woke up.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It was just, I'm tired, you know.
That's what Half Chrome's called Jack, isn't he?
Yeah.
I have not seen him on a live stream before.
Will you stop talking? God darn it.
Yeah.
They woke me up this morning. They're on the side of the bed barking at me, like, get your ass up.
Mm. Well, you're not missing much anyway, because Lon's up there.
Hey, Don, I didn't see you pop in there.
Well, I woke up, it was funny. I woke up through the thing on, so Johnny has a show. And I said, what the freak? Did I sleep 24 hours or what?
Yeah, well,
Sunday
Rodney
morning.
didn't do his show this morning. I turned on and caught the last of Dennis. Well, I caught Dennis Lovelady. I guess I fell asleep. And then Johnny popped, then I remembered after I got on here that, oh, wait a minute, Johnny was doing Rodney's show today, and
Precious, be quiet.
figured that's where a lot of people were at. But
Hi, Donald.
Yeah, it was funny because I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning and I rolled over and I reset my alarm for 7 and it went off and I rolled over and I said, I'm tired.
yeah.
So I laid there. I said, I'll get up in a minute, and I lay there, and then I knew it was past 8 o'clock. I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
Because I could tell when the dogs start moving around.
Black
And about 8:30, I got them on the side of the bed barking at me.
Yeah.
So
Don
that's
said he
8:30. I know it's 8:30 when they're barking at me.
black coffee and a Rice Krispie treat for breakfast.
Yeah, that sounds like a winner.
I don't have black coffee, but I got coffee and chicory and some little powdered donuts.
Oh God, I hate chicory and coffee.
Well, I'm actually
I grew
having
up with
hot
it.
cocoa today. I bought one in big canisters at one of the stores that carries, stuff by bulk.
Hear
Uh,
me? Be quiet.
and I saw that.
No.
Man, that looks good. So
It's enough.
I just grabbed it.
It's enough. No.
But I left yesterday. I had 4 games scheduled. Go. I'm not giving you no more. Go. Had 4 games scheduled yesterday. I go
Right.
walking in there at 3:15 and the stands aren't even pulled out. And I'm looking around and I don't see the other team. And the bus ain't out there. There's hardly anybody at the place.
Right.
And they got a couple of guys using their machine to practice 3-point shots. And the coach is sitting over there and he looks over at me and goes, "Why are you here so early?" I said, "Don't bullshit. Don't be telling me that." Like that. And I walked up to him and I said, "What?" He goes, "They canceled the first game."
Oh man.
I said, "Well, why don't y'all please let me know? Because you know I'm coming."
Yeah.
Like that. So the first game was supposed to be at 4 o'clock. The second game was 5 o'clock. So I'm
Right.
there at 3:15. So I just
Yeah.
went and pulled up one of the gliding chairs they got,
Mhm.
laid back in it, and sat there and just sat there for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd think they'd let you know something like that.
And then the cheerleaders start showing up for the second game. And the cheerleaders get out there and disrespected me. Totally disrespected me. I got my
Really?
little chair, my little spot. And I go over to shoot the when they jump through the tip off.
Right.
And they do the tip off, look over there. My chair is moved all the way over where the bathroom's at.
Oh wow.
And it was funny. It was so funny. And one of the officials knows I deal with them.
Right.
And it's just they don't understand the rules they've got to follow too. Because everybody's got to follow the rules for LHSA.
Right.
And they did the tip off, came down, and he looked over there and right after the tip off, the first basket. He called timeout, walked over and said, "Where's your captain?" Like that. And he said, "You got to have a captain here." Like that. And I'm walking back into him. There's about 12 of them.
Right.
And she comes over and she goes, "Number one, put his chair back." Like that. Put his chair back and y'all got to push over. I don't want nobody in the lane. Like that.
Right.
It was so
right.
funny. He says, "Let me know if they're in your way."
Yeah.
That's what he said. "Let me know if they're in your way." And it was funny. It was funny the way he did it. He stopped the game and made them move.
Stopped the game, made him move.
And he said, "Go get his chair and put it back where it was." That's a little folding stool. He said, "Go get it and put it right back in."
Right. Yeah.
So I shot 2 games and I told him, so "You only got to deal with me half of the game each game."
Right.
I said, it was cool though. But they've got to understand. And then in the second game, the boys game, the third game, the boys game, I said, "Y'all in the lane, better be careful." I said, "I'm telling you, y'all need to just condense a little bit."
Right.
And about midway in the first period, they come flying into the girls, pin 2 of them against the wall.
Yeah, that was
I
probably
said, "One of these days,
I think they'd learn, right?
you got to understand the source."
Yeah.
Cheerleaders.
Learn to make it look like an accident.
Oh, the boys don't care.
Yeah.
They had one other night, got hit, got knocked down, rolled, and took 3 of them out. And I'm sitting there, and I said, "I got the pictures."
I was gonna say, did you get pictures on that?
I tell you what, I missed the best picture last night of probably ever. Xenon, he's the defensive tackle, big guy.
Right.
And last night, I don't know what happened, but last night he learned how to box that area in. And he had a great game. He was just, nobody could get into him or nothing. And he
Right.
made some beautiful shots last night. And this was in a JV game. He plays varsity too. But there
Right.
was one part where he was boxing the guy in and the guy tried to muzzle him a little bit and
Right.
knocked him down. They both went down, right?
Right.
And I missed the shot. I got the shot as they hit each other, and then I moved the camera. I didn't think about the second shot.
Bet that.
I
Yeah.
usually anticipate. but
Right.
I would have had the shot of Xenon on his back and the guy laying dead on top of him. It looked like they were loving each other. And he told me, Mr. Joe, you did not get that shot right. I said, boy, do I wish I did.
Yeah.
But he got hit one time on a layup. He took a layup in and got hit up in the air,
Right.
and he came down flat. I mean, completely flat when he hit.
Right.
And you should have heard the crowd. I mean, I even looked up and said, "You all right?" He goes, "Yeah." He jumped up, yeah. You know. I mean, it sounded like a gunshot the way he hit the ground.
Oh wow, that's hitting hard too.
I did, yes.
I'm back.
You're back, and Joe's
Uh-huh.
here.
Hey, Joe, how do you know?
dog- the dog-
got back from a vaudeville show, huh?
Nah, dogs just finally woke me up.
Ah,
I kept rolling over and saying, "Oh, this is nice. This is nice."
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I think I just don't feel like getting out of bed this morning.
Yeah, the funny part, I come on and I see Johnny's got it on. I had to look down to see what day it was. I said, "What the hell? I slept 24 hours."
Yeah, I forgot he was coming on when I came in here. I forgot. Oh wait a minute, he's taking because I asked him on Dennis's show this morning, and on Dennis Loveladies, and I said, "Is Rodney?" No, Johnny Droneflyer is. Oh, okay.
And you see, he disrespected me too. Because he usually sends me a link and I don't have a link. That would have woke me up.
Yeah, well, I think he's put. I looked at it earlier, and I think he put the link on the site. So,
Yeah, but he usually
But,
sends me one.
hey,
That's all right.
TJ.
TJ.
TJ, the DJ. That's the way he sounds when he does his little
The
short.
happiest
What's
man on
up?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Frank.
I got the ice melt all down, so I'm good.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Uh,
So, Joe, did you go do any flying?
No. Haven't flown since what was it, Sunday?
Okay. So how did the shoots go yesterday?
Oh, they went good once they started. I got there at 3:15, went and stopped and went and got me a McChicken and fries. So I could have something to eat before the game and that way I don't worry about what they got. And I walk into the place at about 3:15. The game's 4 o'clock, and the bleachers are still rolled back. Nobody there. The other team's not there, and the coach looks at me and said, "What you doing there so early?" And I said, the first thing I said, "Bullshit." What's up? He said, "Well, they canceled the first JV game." I said, "Well, thank y'all for letting me know."
Yeah.
So I sat there
Don't they have your email?
They got it. I told them, I said, "Do me a favor. When you know something's canceled, let me know."
What did he
I
say?
said, "I don't live for it, but I'm not going back." But so the first game was supposed to be at 4. Games didn't start till 5. I just sat there. They got the chairs that roll around, the office chairs.
Yeah.
I went and gotten one of them, just kicked back, and I almost fell asleep. Because I didn't have nothing to bother me. Then the other team showed up about a half hour early. That was going to play. And then that's when I got up, and that's when all the parents started showing up and the people to collect the money and stuff. So it wasn't really that bad. I had about an hour gap. And it was an hour that I was completely detached from everything.
You had an hour break, huh?
Yeah, it's actually what it is. Because it's nice when I could just detach from everything, phone, everything. And that don't happen often. And like I was telling everybody else, the second game was the girls varsity and then the boys varsity, third game. And the cheerleaders out there, I think it was 14 cheerleaders. And they get out there, and I put my little chair down because they're introducing the team. And I get out there and I go to shoot the tip off. I turn around, and my chair is completely gone. Where they done my little folding thing, they
Yeah.
moved it
Right.
all the way to the girl. I saw the girl pick it up, and she just moved it out that way, right? And the official, the head official, saw what they did. So right after the tip off, and we made a basket, he calls time, walks over there and asks for the captain, and they all looked at him like he was dumb, you know. And he says, "You got to have a captain. Where's your coach?" You know. And she says, "I'm the captain." What? He said, "Okay, this is the deal. Somebody go get his stool, put it right back where it was. Y'all move over." So they moved me. They moved
Yeah.
them and put me right back. But it was funny. It was they got one girl there. She's a junior this year, and the one next to me is a senior. And she says, "I hate coming to basketball games." I said, "Me too." Like that, you know. So we're all talking. So it wasn't that there's any animosity or nothing, you know.
Right.
And the other girl, they got this one girl, like I said, she's a junior, and she's got this deep voice. And it's like I know it's her when she talks. She can be anywhere. I don't even have to see her.
Right.
And I looked down and I said, "You're a junior, right?" She goes, "Yep, you got to put up with me another year." I said, "Yeah, I just wondering when it's going to end." That's all I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
But it's,
Because like your shots that the pictures you take, a lot of them are used as their publicity and all that, as for the team, or
yeah,
that.
all the pictures they see when they do the board in the gym, they got
Yeah.
a big, like 100-inch TV in the gym.
Right.
All those are my pictures.
Yeah.
The pictures from the game before, the night before, he pulled them off with NOLA.com and had them up there.
Right.
You
I
know, or they'll
remember.
call me and say, "Need a picture."
I remember in high school. I mean, it was. They had we went to, I took my girlfriend, she was my girlfriend at the time. She eventually became mistake number one, but, uh, I took her to we told our folks we was going to the drive-in, or we was going to the basketball game. So, and we did, we didn't want to lie to them, but then we snuck off to go do whatever it is a young couple does when they're sneaking off. So,
When they shouldn't be.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I was covered and I mean, I had the best alibi, because apparently, and I didn't realize it, but the next day in the newspaper, I had a couple friends call me up and say, "Hey, you looked at the newspaper?" I said, "No, I didn't." He says, "You're on the front page." I said, "No, why? What'd I do?" And this basketball, or this photographer taking a picture, and there's me and my girlfriend standing there on the sidelines watching the game, and when he was taking these shots of two guys playing. So it's like, my parents could say I was out doing something I shouldn't, but like, no, right there on front page of the newspaper, Mom, I was there. I told you I was there. That was like the
Just
ready-made alibi right there.
Just for an example, see all the pictures inside their yearbook. It's not the yearbook. It's the program. You're not gonna be able to see them all once I get them. But all of those
Yeah.
are mine. And because I supply 90% of the pictures in here, right?
Right.
This is what they do. They put an ad in mine.
Oh,
That's
wow.
my ad, the full page.
Yeah.
They charge people $200 for these things, and they make sure I have one every year.
Oh, that's nice of them too.
And then I get one. They charge them $20 for these things. I walk up there and they hand me one.
Well,
I get yearbooks. I've got yearbooks over here because I've supplied yearbook pictures,
right.
all the
Right.
sports pictures.
Well, it's like I tell everybody, when you're on the show, it's like a celebrity honor,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It
We're
is.
we're on a show with the famous Joe,
Yeah.
well, tell
the
that to Lance.
celebrity, the photo celebrity.
Tell that to Lance. Tell him don't drop my name though. And if I got paid right, that'd be all right. But that's something I've always, when I was growing up, I wanted a camera. First time I saw one,
Right.
and my dad was getting ready to buy me a Minolta.
Yeah.
We were at a store called GEX.
Uh-huh.
It was a government thing.
Right.
And we were at the store, and he was looking at the Minolta, but he wanted a video camera. So he broke down and got the video camera.
Yeah.
Never used it. Handed it to me. So I started shooting video with the video camera, and I didn't buy my first real camera until I was in the Marines. Because it was only a couple of years later. And I was
Yeah.
in Okinawa, Japan, and went in and bought one in Japan.
I don't know how many guys. I mean, it seemed like everybody I knew picked up a Minolta or something like that when they were, either R&R in Japan or something like that,
Yeah.
Minolta or Nikon.
or Nikons.
Well-
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my first was a Yashica. That's what I bought,
Oh.
Yashica.
Yep.
And I bought the lenses for it, and I bought everything. And I actually took a picture. I gotta find that picture. It's a slide. It's gonna be in the back. I took a slide one day, right after I got it, and that's what I wanted. I wanted slides because it was just easier to deal with.
Right. Right.
And I started taking these pictures, and I was standing on the top of the hill, looking out at the East China Sea, and took a
Right.
picture. I get the pictures back, and I had a little slide viewer that I put them in. And I'm
Right.
looking at it, and when I looked at this picture, I said, "What the hell is wrong with this picture?" So I looked at it a little bit closer, and I looked at it again, and I said, "I'm not seeing what I'm seeing." So I looked at it. I got real close on it. I got a little magnifier and got close on it.
Right.
And looking out in the East China Sea, I see Godzilla's head. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking up the slide to say, what happened? A piece of it came off or something, But it
Yeah.
looks just like Godzilla's head walking away.
Oh, wow.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm saying, now this is crazy shit.
Right,
now
right, yeah.
I'm 20 years old, and I'm saying, if it's maybe it's true, because
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
it's emulsed on the film. It is not a flake. And I'm looking at this thing, and I'm saying, I had a friend of mine come look at this. He looked at it and he said, "That's Godzilla." I said, "You see it too, right?" So with the magnifier, you could see it.
Right.
So I was looking around in the paper, the Stars and Stripes. They
Right.
were filming a Godzilla movie,
Oh my God.
and I caught it as they had the head floating out there.
Right. Right.
But I was thinking, I'm ready to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. All those movies turned out to be true.
Yeah, that's what I said. And I've got it back there. I've got a box of slides for years. I
Right.
keep saying I'm gonna go find it, but I don't have them. I don't have them organized like I should.
Right.
And one of these, when I finally do break down and not have nothing to do, I've got a converter. I could convert them over.
Right.
I'm gonna do that one day.
Yeah. Judy's folks had a whole crap load of slides that they're still back there. I haven't. She'd sit down. We'd go through them, and look at them, and then just put them back, and because it's like, yeah. So they're back there for the boys. They can go through and sort out and have those transferred off to pictures or digital or something for.
Yeah.
TJ's going on the cruise, starts tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Cool.
Oh Lord, they're gonna kick him off.
You what?
He's gonna start laughing, and they're gonna kick him off.
Yeah. 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 He's having way too much fun on this place. We're just going to have to send him. We're going to have to leave him.
Oh,
at
the next
port
thing you
next
know,
week.
they'll be using him on all of their advertising.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope they
Look
don't
at
have a
how much
comedy
fun you
show.
can. Yeah.
They have a comedy show, they're in trouble.
Yep. So I guess I got to call the motel that I was going to stay at and cancel my reservation. So, because Bill was kind enough to offer me a place to stay.
Oh,
He offered it to me last night, so it's like I'm gonna call, and I thought, well, that was, he he hadn't had a chance to talk to me since he'd talked to his wife, and she said, yeah, that would be nice. So I'm going to take him up on the offer because yeah, that saved me several hundreds of dollars.
Well, Lloyd's got a brother-in-law that has a motorhome, Joe.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, but
Kenny
a motorhome driving from there, it costs you more than the trip.
yeah.
didn't Kenny
But-
park his motorhome on Bill's lawn last time?
Yeah, last time.
Well, it's funny because Ken from last year, Ken pulled his fifth wheel down there and parked it out in Bill's place.
Oh, trailer was it? Not a
Yeah, it was a trailer. Yeah,
right.
it was a big fifth wheel. Which
don't-
is
he
bigger
don't
than
have
that
it anymore.
motorhome.
He sold it.
Did he sell it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, sometime last year he sold it. I remember him saying.
Okay. I know he used it and pulled it from place to place when he was, while he's doing the insurance adjustment. It worked.
Mind you, I mean, the thing is with one of them with a fifth wheel is you've got to sell it with the vehicle that tows it, haven't you?
No.
Or with the fifth wheel at least.
Well, a fifth wheel is like a,
Yeah,
it's just
like an articulated lorry connection.
right. Yeah.
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 So you'd have to sell that bit. So you'd have to take that off.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it depends if a lot of times guys they keep the fifth wheel attachment for their vehicle because they may be going to get a different one, sell this one and get a bigger one, but if
But you're still only going to sell it to somebody who's got a fifth wheel then.
oh yeah, but you can go buy them at any place, there's a lot of places that put those in,
All right.
Yeah, it's because it's a common thing around here. There's a lot of people in the States that have fifth wheels.
All
Yeah.
right.
Because
It kind of knackers up your pickup for doing anything else with though, doesn't it?
yeah. Everyone else that was here earlier. Well, when it started out, it was just Paul and
Yeah, it was just Lloyd and I, and
Yeah.
then Mark joined.
then Mark joined, and then finally Joe showed up after when Paul went out to spread the ice melt on your driveway.
Mm.
No, they didn't leave. TJ, they weren't even here. It was just us.
Yep.
Or unless you're talking about the people in the chat, I don't know where all them went to. I know that Brenda's still here.
Brenda's been here right all along. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Well, it says we got 17 watching.
Yeah.
On mine.
Yep, says that on mine too.
Yeah, just refresh it. It says 17. So they're hiding in there. Everybody's lurking.
Yeah.
Well, Dusty was there. Jody's there now. So he's come over from Johnny's. So Johnny must have finished.
Yeah, like I said, when I woke up and I saw Johnny was on, I had to look down to see if it was Saturday or Sunday.
JDS, Donald, Dustin, Tim's gone. Michael.
Yeah, I watched Bill's show, the replay last night.
Oh, Brian Waypoint.
While I was doing the
Didn't see him
editing.
before.
Don says he's in and out of the chat. He's monitoring.
Mm.
Oh, Brian's shopping on Amazon, so that's okay.
Mm-hmm. And Joel, he's in there somewhere. Or was.
One of the girls on the girls team, Cameron, She's one of the freshmen. She's like almost 6 foot.
Right.
And she's there was somebody, the two police officers there last night were saying how, because they haven't been at the games. So
Right.
last night, since it was an out of town team, they come in and they got their police there and everything. So the resource officers are there plus another one. So there were
Right.
actually three.
Mhm.
And they said, how's the teams been playing? I said, they're both hot and cold this year. I said, the
Yeah.
girls are playing a lot better than the boys, but the boys are like hot and cold, and they'll start off cold, get hot, and then lose.
Yeah.
They don't adjust. They're not adjusting right. I said, and that's the players, not the coach. So last night, and they were looking around and said, where did they get those two big girls from? I said, they're freshmen. They looked at me, they're freshmen. I said, yeah, they're freshmen. Like that. And you can see the two of them, they're like twin towers, you know?
Right.
Both of them about 6 foot, both freshmen. I said, and then you see that little bitty one over there? I said, that little piece of meat over there? She's about half the size of all of them. I
Right.
said, that's Ava. I said, she's the fastest one on the court. She's almost as good as Alana. I said, watch her tonight. I said, you're going to be shocked. Alana was all over the court like she always is. And I said, but the problem with Cameron, I said, the other girl's good. I said, but Cameron, I said, she's about a step behind right now. She looks like she's clumsy out there.
Right.
I said, she's always like a half a step behind, like she's not thinking fast enough. I said, and she hasn't, I haven't seen her put up maybe one basket all season like that. Last girl, I mean, when this thing started, the game started, and that they flipped it out to her. She hits a 3-point shot all net.
Oh,
And I
wow.
said, okay, that was a good one, you
Yeah.
know. And then a couple of seconds later, she gets another 3-point shot all net. And then she gets inside, goes up and makes a basket. But she was still about a half a step behind people. So they
Right.
start to take off, then she take off. She wasn't still anticipating. She hit 4 3-points last night and 2 baskets. And they pulled her out at the end of the third because it was so far ahead.
Yeah.
And everybody was over there giving a high five to coaches. So it must have been her breakout game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. She's
I
a
told her,
freshman.
yeah,
And she's at that point where she probably just hit another growth spurt and she's still trying to adjust to the,
The
that
ex-
may be why she's,
Yeah.
she's just trying to adjust to her new height.
Yeah. The fact that one of her steps is like 3 of mine.
Yeah.
yeah, she wears pink shoes. Every time I see her, she's got pink on and all of this. And I'm out there getting ready to shoot the boys one day. And she comes over, hey, Mr. Joe. I said, okay, that's your favorite color, pink, right? She goes, no, it's blue. I said, well, why you wear pink all the time? She goes, because they think I'm a girl. I said,
Well,
I'm not touching that one. Just keep going.
that could explain why they called her Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but that picture right there
Mm-hmm.
is the 3 freshmen, and
Right.
she's the one on this side,
Right.
and they're bending over because the two twin towers are bending over because they would have been she'd have come up to the shoulders, the other girl.
Wow.
And I normally don't do pictures like that when they do the thirds. And I said, let's try something. And I
Yeah.
posed them like that. And it came out so good, I made me a button.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's pretty cool the way it looked.
Yeah, it is.
I'll show you the real picture.
Who was the actor that his nickname was Buttons?
Do
You're
what?
talking about,
Are you talking about red buttons?
Red
yeah,
Buttons.
red buttons.
Yeah.
Damn, we're
You got-
old.
Of course, he got the name Red because of his hair, but he picked up the name Buttons because one of his vaudeville acts, he wore like a clown outfit that had great big buttons on it, so
Okay.
that's where the name came from.
Well, I'm showing my age there.
Oh, I know.
That's what I said. Damn, we're old. We all knew it when he said buttons.
Yeah. Cause well, he was in one of Judy's favorite movies, which was John Wayne's Atari.
Yeah, I
You know,
love
where
that
they're
movie.
out. Yeah.
I
And
must not be old then, because all it said to me was Cinderella.
Red buttons, that's him. Because the big buttons on his were red, right?
well, no, his hair was red. That's where he got the name Red. But
Okay.
yeah, that's where he got the red part because his hair was naturally red. So, or as they say in England, he was a ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger.
Here you go. This will show you. You can see how tall she is, and you can see them bent over.
Yeah.
You can imagine how tall they are compared to her.
Well,
Good
their
Lord.
bodies are so much bigger than hers too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and look, and when they stand up, they're like 6 foot, both of those. And this is the girl,
Wow.
Cameron. She's the one that's been a little bit behind, but she had a good night last night. But you
Well,
can see how
genetically
tall you could.
speaking, she looks like she had a good life.
Yeah, but you could. I'm telling
Very
you,
pretty.
you could see the
Yeah,
size
she
difference.
is.
Very pretty.
And that one standing up, she's just a little cutie because she's just, you know, looks like reminds me of one of my granddaughters.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's. I'm part of that team. I've been part of that team for years. Because I've got to actually start putting together. I've got about a month. I'm gonna probably start doing it next week, putting together their season highlights
Right.
for a reel. Because both teams will have. I've got to start finding some really good senior shots too, because they do senior stuff from me and everything else.
Right.
You know, they get little 8x10s framed out of 3 of their shots, and then the ones that hit the districts, I'll make them for them with different shots.
Right.
So I
Right.
got to go pick those out now. So I won't have to go looking for them at the last minute.
Yeah.
And I usually go to each game and pull about 8 to 10 pictures from each game and run it on a reel. You know,
How much longer is the season?
about another month.
About another month? Yeah.
Because last night before last, the coach from North Shore, he's the track coach that I shoot their track pictures. And I saw it was the second time I saw him. I said I haven't seen you since last year because I saw him right around Christmas time,
Right.
and I hadn't seen him since track because he's 20 miles away, and he
Yeah.
just goes to the school just for track. He doesn't work at the school. He's a cop. So we ran into each other, and I looked at him last night before last, and I said, "So we're on this year, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." I was getting ready to ask you when you want to do it. And I said, "Well, you want to wait till you get everybody there, right?" And he says, "Yeah, let's just do it right after basketball." I said, "As soon as you get everybody, let me know." I
Right.
said, "I'll come out and get it done early. That way, for the first meets, they'll have all this stuff."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I do their posters for the fence and everything.
Right. Right.
And I said, how many people? That's what I said to him. I said, "How many you got this year?" He said, "At least 80." He said, "So get me 100 envelopes."
Well, how did you end up getting into the? I mean, as far as being able to get the contracts and everything.
Well, the thing is my kids went to the school.
Okay.
So I got press credentials. So
Right.
I went out with my press credentials and got pictures on the sidelines. So I shooting them on the sidelines
Right.
and I post them. And my kids would show them around.
Right.
And the newspaper was one of the guys from the newspaper was leaving that year. And the editor comes up to me and says, "You want to shoot for us?" And I said, "It's going to be a conflict because I have my own. I work for somebody else."
Right.
And he said, "There's no conflict. It won't be a conflict." And we went through the paperwork and everything. It was no conflict to do it, even though I had my own.
Right.
And so I started shooting for the newspaper. So that put me at different events.
Right.
And then it was man, God, done it 2016, I think it was. It was probably 2016 or 15. The
Right.
photographer that came out all the time to do the team pictures for football, he was getting older, and he had to come out with one of those the walkers that you sit on,
Right.
and he's coming around with the walker which you sit on, and that's how he's working. And he's got his niece there to shoot the headshots and stuff. So while he's shooting the individuals, I'm shooting the headshots because I needed the headshots for the paper.
Right.
So I'm shooting the headshots, and they call me up and they're saying, "You shot the headshots, right?" I said, "Yeah." And I knew she was having a problem with them. They said, "Can we buy them from you because theirs look terrible?" And I said, "Okay, let me get them together." And they said, "What's it going to cost?" And I'm trying to be nice because our kids go to school and all that. And
Right.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to charge them. And I'm out on the field. I'm doing all of this, and it's like a privilege at the time, right?
Right.
So
Right.
I'm saying, well, shoot, I'm not going to charge them a lot of money. I'll charge them like 75, $50 or something like that for the headshots. It's no big deal.
Right.
Before I can say anything, he comes back. He says, 200, okay? I said, 200 is great.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
It's great. I'll take it. So for $200, they bought the headshots from me. And I was going to give them to them basically.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So the following year, coach walks up to him and he says, they changed coaches. The coach comes up, he says, "Oh, hell," no, it was the second year, the coach, and he comes up to him and he says, "You do team pictures? I know you did the headshots." I said, "I do team pictures." He goes, "Well, do them this year." He said, "Because I don't want this guy back." So it was 2015 or 16 that I did the first set of team pictures.
Right.
And then the next year I did basketball. Then I picked up
Right.
softball. I picked up track, and track and I got into it over. They took one of my pictures and had 20 of them printed in posters. And I told them they couldn't do it. I said, "What's the cost of them? Where y'all getting them?" I said, "Y'all paying what, 25 a piece?" I said, "I'll do them for you and give them to for 20 a piece." But they did them
Right.
anyway. When they did them anyway, I confronted them on it, so I don't do track pictures anymore. They
Yeah.
have parents do it now, you know.
Yeah.
But that's how I got into it, and they know me as the Mandeville photographer, basically.
Yeah.
But it was right about the time that I hurt my knee too, over
Oh,
at Pizza Hut. So I was actually medically retiring because of my knee.
right.
And then I made it a business. Now I work harder than I ever worked. And I was complaining. I was sitting here bitching about the team pictures the first year.
Right.
And my son looks over at me and he says, what you all mad about?" I said, this is tough, putting them together. I haven't done them in so long. He said, "Well, you're the one made it a job."
Yeah.
I just had to get the workflow. Once I got the workflow right,
Yeah. Yeah.
now I've got all the templates made. I've got all the stuff made. So everything's there. So I
Yeah.
know when the season comes up, I get the templates ready, change the dates and stuff like this. And now I'm learning this NAS, how to get all the stuff on the NAS system right.
Right.
And now I think I got the workflow. Hey, Curtis.
What do you use for photo editing?
Lightroom.
Lightroom?
And when I do stuff for the paper, the stuff I send in, I
Right.
bring them out of Lightroom and put them back into Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
And I go into Photoshop and I hit Camera Raw again. And that's on the JPEG. I hit Camera Raw. And I
Yeah.
go in and tweak it. I just hit auto like that to let it tweak it a little bit different.
Right.
And then I go and adjust what I want and find the way I want the colors to look. Make sure, because
Yeah.
colors usually got just the depth of field and the blacks and
Right.
like,
Right. Yeah.
I might hit a little dehaze to take a little more out, stuff like this. So I get it the way I want it. And then I just save that picture. And when I
Yeah.
save it, I go from a 5 megapixel picture down to about a 2.2. And it's easier to send to the paper, and that's all I
Right.
need.
Right.
And it's always touched up just a little different.
Yeah.
So I make sure everything's exactly show up and everything else.
Right. Right. So you
And
still
now they
shooting for
got,
the paper?
yeah, I
Wow.
had 6 pictures in the night before last.
Cool.
Yep.
Man, I'm gonna have to get. I think I'm gonna have to go here pretty quick and go take a nap. I'm
Yeah.
sitting here about to fall asleep. It's like, oh my God. I didn't sleep good last night. I couldn't get to sleep. And just I'd lay there and I'd start to doze off, and then all of a sudden I'd wake up and it's like, oh my God. I just couldn't get comfortable. I think
I got it.
the storm front and everything we'd had was just playing up with my arthritis, and I just couldn't get to sleep. Now I'm having trouble staying awake.
I got to get with my dentist because they had to wait for the first of the year for the medical to kick back in. I
Right.
got a molar back in the back. It's got a crack in it.
Oh,
And they had to get approval to do a crown. And she said, "Oh, let's do it in the first of the year. You're good. Just be careful with it." And it's got a cavity and a crack. Let's put it that way.
yeah.
So she said, just don't eat a steak on that side. Don't break it off, please.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I don't want to break it off. So, but what's going on now is this side, the opposite side. I don't know what's going on with my jaw, but that sucker starts hurting. And it's
Okay.
like it hurts, like it wants to lock.
Over
Right.
you.
But you'd be surprised. It could be the opposite side causing that, because I've had that happen.
Yeah, I
Have a
know.
tooth over here that starts causing pain over there.
You want to push like this, it feels like it wants to pop out.
Oh, yeah.
Too much use. If you're chewing on one side all the time,
Yeah. That will.
It could be.
Yeah, because if you're not using that side to chew with, this other side getting overworked, and that's why it's starting to get the pain over there now.
Because that sucker started hurting last night. Right after 8.
Right.
Right after 8 last night. It started hurting. And I wound up drinking 3 glasses of wine. That might have been why I slept so good too.
Yeah, that might explain why you
most other people would have taken an Anadin or something.
I did that too. I took a couple of Tylenol and 3 glasses of wine.
right.
But last night, I didn't tell you, yeah, I probably said it before. I had a ham that I bought for Thanksgiving. It was all sealed in the bottom of the refrigerator. And I pulled it out the first of the year and looked down there, and it had like 3 days left on it. I said, you got to be kidding me. Usually they got a couple months.
Yeah.
So I put it in my pressure cooker, put just a little bit of water in there because I knew it was going to have a lot of water, and did it for about 25 minutes. And it's a spiral cut. And when
Oh,
I got
yeah.
it out, I put it in a long container, a Tupperware, and I just sliced it in slices
Right.
with the knife. I didn't spiral like you're supposed to. I just sliced slices off like sandwich size. And after I got everything in there and I drained all the liquid out, then I made the glaze and just shook it up with the glaze. So the glaze was all over it. So
Right.
I took half of it and put it in the freezer and sealed it. I got the bone in there that's going to be done tomorrow. I'll have red beans and ham. And I've been making different things. So last night I had a like about a cup and a half of rice in the refrigerator from the day before. So when I got home last night, I made ham fried rice. And boy, was that good.
Put the bone in the pressure cooker with some water and some peas and make yourself some pea and ham soup.
Right.
No, I'm thinking about doing split pea soup instead.
You know, I was going to ask you, do you speak French?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
None at all. Okay.
I do a little.
Well,
I
I
do.
figured, you know, if I didn't know if you were,
Mm.
how long you'd been down there, or if you were raised down there, and
And the problem is I've been here all my life, but
but
the people that speak French are about 150 miles west of me.
okay, yeah, okay,
If I grew up in Lafayette, I'd be
right,
speaking Cajun French.
yeah,
Anywhere in Acadiana down there. I'd have a different accent too.
well, yeah, I figured it. I don't. God, it's been years since I was down there, even so. It's been, God, 45. No, it's been longer than that. Yeah, about almost 50 years since I was down there in Louisiana.
Yeah, you get some of them little Cajun French girls down there,
Mm-hmm.
they start speaking to you and you don't want to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that Cajun accent is just yeah, they just got a different way of talking.
Yeah. And it's funny. because you got Lake Charles, it's about 50 miles from Lafayette.
Right.
And Lake Charles, it's a completely different the way they talk. Lafayette to Baton Rouge
Mm-hmm.
is the Cajun, and down south, and
Yeah.
then Baton Rouge over, it's back to what
Right.
Lafayette, Lake Charles, you know. And then above I-12,
Right.
I-10, I-12, they talk completely different. It's like 4 or 5 different worlds in Louisiana.
Yeah, it is.
See, when I had my Lincoln, that car was like a sofa on wheels, right? I
Hi,
used to take
Curtis.
off. My son would say, I said, I'll be back in a few hours. Where you going? We're gonna get some boudin. And they said, where you going to get boudin at, Lafayette? I'd take off, it's an hour and a half. I'd go over there, get my boudin and come back. You know, just because it's so much better there.
Whatever it is.
Where did Paul go? He went to shoot that shit?
I don't know. He didn't say anything.
No, he
I don't
had
know.
something in his
Yeah, I
hand
don't
and
know
walked
where
If he
off.
did, I was in the kitchen.
Yeah, see,
I'll tell you what, right now with all that ice in the river, it's pretty good videos.
yeah,
I mean, I know
yeah.
Curtis and David appeared.
Yep. Oh Lord, that means Laura's probably in the wings.
Somewhere around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a snake.
Yeah. See, I was in Alexandria over at George Air Force Base. Or not George, England Air Force Base. England and Fort Polk.
Yeah, look at TJ. He speaks a little French too. Oui, oui.
Yeah, that's spelt wrong. But
Yeah,
never
it's
mind.
fine.
It should be O-U-I. O-U-I.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
He speaks it, he
for
doesn't
little.
spell it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Scottish is small for little.
yeah.
Wee.
Hey, look at that wee laugh.
Just a wee little bit.
Yeah.
And if you want the French for a little bit, it's un petit peu.
Yeah, what is it? How do you spell it? Is it Q-U-I? Is that how you spell
No,
it?
it's O-U-I.
O-U-I.
O-U-I, okay. I don't know why I thought there was a Q on there. I just knew it was a big round circle thing. I couldn't remember. I was sitting there trying
Yeah,
to figure
they don't have the little foot.
Yeah, yeah.
That's another thing. A girl start talking to me with that French accent, I gotta leave too. Take my money.
Yeah, and that French accent is different than the Canadian French too.
Yep.
And they're both different than
The French.
French, yeah. But it's like English. I mean, hell, look at all of us.
Oh, it's
That
like
must be the Canadian Coast Guard ship.
like the Seychelles, they speak French. They were French before they were British.
Mm-hmm.
And they speak Creole, strangely enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is broken
Ken?
French.
Ken's here now. Place it here.
Like Pidgin English is what we call the way some people speak. Like the Jamaicans, they speak a Pidgin English more than anything.
Right.
The Creole is a broken French.
Yeah, that's what they speak down in Louisiana is Creole.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that ice on the side of the boat.
They also speak Creole in Mauritius as well as the Seychelles.
Yeah.
And that boy, I'm cold looking at that thing.
Oh, I know.
Mm.
I want to step out of here for a minute. I gotta make a quick run down the hall.
Hi, Kenny.
Yeah, I bet you Paul went to fly that.
Yeah, très bien, merci. Kenny.
That's what I said. That was the Canadian Coast Guard.
Uh-huh.
And he shot that the other day going the other way. That boom, that boom's moving around. You see it? They're moving that boom for some reason. Yeah, we got a thing going on here. I'm waiting for Lloyd to get back. I'll tell him when he comes back. But
Hmm.
but there was an article on one of the newscasts. Or I came across a stream or something. I read it. We've got near Taft, Louisiana, we've got a nuclear plant. And they confirmed drone activity over the nuclear plant. They're saying that there was drones flying over it, and the governor gave permission to shoot them down. Yeah,
I'm not
he
sure the
said he
governor
wants them to
can do
take them
that.
down.
The governor,
So I'm-
governor can't do that without federal authority, can he?
Well, he's asking for it. I think it was Lance doing that. He sold a drone today.
Well, he's
That
truck there.
Ken did.
Yeah, it was me.
That was
I
you
was.
flying over Taft.
Hmm. Yep.
Mm.
Morning, guys.
Yeah, they completely stopped, Jody. Completely stopped talking about the drones. Now they're talking about the fires. So they set the fires to hide the drones. That's what they did. I'm making me a tinfoil hat today because I've got a feeling they're hearing shit in here. I said something the other day in here. I can't remember what it was. And I started getting ads all over my phone. This stuff listens to you when you don't even have it on. Hey, Lance, I'm gonna get me one of those things that Get Smart had, a cone of silence.
There you go. That'll work.
What the hell's the code of silence?
The cone of silence. They used to sit underneath this plastic cone so that
Oh.
nobody could hear anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
And they couldn't hear each other. It was pretty funny.
yeah, they couldn't hear each other. That was the best part. That was the funniest part. That they can't hear each other.
That was a fun show. I need to watch reruns. I need to look it up and watch some reruns.
Well, the show I
So-
like to watch is Honeymooners.
Oh yeah. See, those are all just a little before my time, when I was, so, you're probably a little more, you're a little closer than I am to that, but
Yeah. My dad
What are
used to
you?
watch the Honeymooners, and I'd sit there and watch them, and we'd laugh till we cried. And the funny part about it is he could watch the same show every day, same one, and he'd still laugh.
yeah.
It was that funny.
So a good basketball game on CBS this morning at 10. San Diego State at home versus New Mexico. Going to be a great game.
Mhm.
Dude, I'll try to watch some of it, but I'm basketball out. I had 10 games this week.
10, that would be 11. That'd be noon your time.
No, yeah, but I had 10 basketball games I did this week.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I got to look at the schedules for next week because I think I only have 4 games next week.
I got to get to a girls' game, but I'm not going to do anything till my daughter goes back to college, and she leaves on a week from tomorrow. So I won't do anything next week.
Home for a long time, huh?
Yeah, they're home for about a month. Their winter break is a long break. She took a class online, so she could do it, of course, from here. But she took one class. It's called Wintrim or Winter Quarter. I don't know what they call it, but she took one class.
Good morning.
So
Brent.
Lloyd, good morning.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
so the mesh system. So I have my modem / whatever
Router?
modem
Yeah.
router combo right here sitting next to me. If I buy the mesh system that you sent me, I can seamlessly hook it up to this router and everything should work.
Yeah.
I don't have to take this router out of the loop that I have now.
Now you should be able to add these right into it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna order what you sent me.
Yeah, that's a nice setup. That's what I'm using.
And that's the i7 I think you sent me though, didn't you? Do you have the Internet 7 or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I think that's what I've got. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wi-Fi 7.
Wi-Fi 7, yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, yeah, because I will go look at that again real quick. And it looks like I might get it today if I order it soon enough. Probably tomorrow now.
Right.
Looked at it this morning earlier. And then Rod sent me $1,000. It's like, no.
Yeah. There's some really expensive ones out there, but whew.
Did you get a 2-pack or a 3-pack?
I got the 3-pack. And actually that one I sent you, I think it said $199 for the 3-pack. That's a steal because I paid higher than that for mine.
I'm seeing what am I seeing for the 3-pack? $299.
Oh, $299? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I
What the
wonder
hell
if
was I?
I'm gonna look around and see if I can find it cheaper.
Yeah.
It was the Asus, right?
No, it was the Linksys.
Okay, I'm gonna look up
Yeah.
what it says. Hold on.
Although the Asus is a good one,
Yeah.
This I almost got smacked with the ball last night. This picture right here. One of Mandeville's guys was going up. Look at the guy in back. The guy in back, as soon as he went up, slapped that ball right over my head.
Right?
Well, I saw it coming.
Boy, number 1 looks like he's about 11 years old.
Yeah, he was small.
I mean, it's baby face.
Yeah, that's what happens when they're young like that.
Yeah, Linksys.
That's my surgeon, the doctor that did my knee. That's his son. He had a good game last night.
Did they win?
No, the boys lost by 3.
Yeah.
They've lost 8 games this year by less than 3 points. 3 points or less. But I'll show you this one guy. This is a defensive tackle. And last night, he broke out. He finally learned how to box out, and he had a good game. Let me find him. He had a real good game. This guy right here, Marcus. Right here. Boy, look at the sweat on him. I didn't even notice that.
Oh, yeah.
But he learned how to box out last night. And that's the guy that hit the floor. That it sounded like he was dead when he hit the floor. That's how hard he hit.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yep.
Morning, Paul.
Defensive tackle. You could tell with the ball how big he is. But he finally learned last night. He learned how to get in there and box it out, you know.
So Lance, what are you up to this weekend?
I've got to shop for some blinds for my kitchen.
Kitchen
Yeah.
blinds, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Gonna go for my walk in about an hour. Gonna watch the San Diego State basketball game versus New Mexico at 10. I'm recording it so I can watch it later if I don't catch it live. But they're my team of choice now that now that I'm paying tuition for my daughter.
Yeah.
How about you, Paul? What are you up to?
Well, I pretty much did it all. I shoveled snow, I put out ice melt, taking care of Mia.
Did you go fly that ship just now?
No, but I did fly a ship yesterday, but there's a ship upbound right now that I'm gonna try and catch.
Oh, are you eating Boston cream again?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
can
all
see
the
the
time.
chocolate on your face. That's why. you left some evidence
well,
there, Paul.
Joe says if a Boston cream a day will make you younger
We
all
send
the
you to
way.
the doctors.
Will make how you say it, Joe? A Boston cream a day will make you younger every day.
No. We'll make you find the Ducalax.
Yeah, we had that discussion here a week or so ago. How'd that all work out?
Oh, everything it came out on time and not as not a schedule, but you know, three bowls full and it only plugged once. I only had to use the plunger plunger one.
Well, I'm glad I'm not eating.
You can tell we're old people when we start talking about
Yeah.
when we start talking about shit like that.
Well, there's some you talk about nasty shit. Yep, it is.
Yep. That's
Here you go, Lloyd. Here's that girl, Cameron, getting ready to go up right here.
yeah.
She has a habit. You can't see it in this. She sticks her tongue out every time she shoots.
Oh,
Let me find
does
one.
she?
Yeah, let me find one with a tongue out. And when I saw her do that the first time, she was at the free throw line, and I shot a close up of her, and I put that as the main picture up front.
No, I'll bet she just really liked that. Yeah.
I say, and because she came up to me, she goes, "You did that on purpose, huh?" I said, "Yep." I said, "You'll get to know me." I said, "Just remember, whatever you don't want on a picture, don't do."
The camera tells no lies.
Well, actually, she's making a face here. In this one, she's not even. She's making more of a face here, but you can't see
Yeah.
it. That tongue is sticking out the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got another shot of her. That was one of the three she made. Just gotta find where the shot is. She again, she kept the tongue in her mouth last night. Let's see. But she'll get me on the face now.
Well, you know, somebody said that if you have a problem with your tongue hanging out all the time, chew gum and it won't happen.
And chew gum playing basketball, she probably can't do both things at once. Like I said, but you can see she looks like she's holding her tongue in there.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was another one of her threes. Like I said, she had 4 threes last night.
Wow. You know, that's the thing. Back, 50 or so years ago, you know, 3-pointers they were something special, you know. Not anybody could just not anybody could shoot a 3-pointer. But
Yeah.
this generation now, I mean, that's all they do is these college players and these pro players. I mean, they're shooting 3-pointers all the time. I still like watching videos of Larry Bird, because that guy, he was a trash talking son of a gun, and I'd forgot about that. And man, he could trash talk.
Yeah.
But he could back it up too. He's a big guy, but
What's the difference between the Wi-Fi 6 and the Wi-Fi 7?
7, yeah, a lot of money, that's for sure. I just looked it up, but I don't know. I don't know I know Wi-Fi 7 is coming out. As a matter of fact, I think, well, let me just look it up, you know.
Am I going to see a difference? You know, really?
Uh,
Buying 7?
Probably not, because you already got a Wi-Fi 6. It's probably,
I don't, you know, my router is probably 3, 4, 5 years old,
right.
so I don't know what it
It
is.
may not even be a
6. It might be a
yeah,
5.
it may be a Wi-Fi 5, yeah. All right. Wi-Fi 6 offers significantly faster speeds with a a theoretical maximum of 46 gigabytes a second. And for example, my new computer, I've got a Wi-Fi 6 system over here, and it's telling me, you know, that this computer is capable of far faster speeds. I need to upgrade my my hardware. It's like, yeah, so. But that's theoretical. Let's see, Wi-Fi compared to Wi-Fi 6, which is 9.6 gigs. It's like, and that's if it's the only device on there, you're going to get that kind of a,
Speed, yeah.
yeah. Wi-Fi 7 is what they're switching to, and it does offer, you know, better performance of with lower latency when you have multiple devices connected. So if you got a lot of devices, you know, it might be worth going to Wi-Fi 7, especially if you don't upgrade your systems all that often. You know, if you're kind of slow on the upgrade. But the other thing is that you're going to be coming off of your modem router, and you know, your modem router may not, you know,
take advantage of the 7.
Right, yeah. Because in your case, if you're retaining that, you're probably just as well. What modem and router do you have? Do you know?
Yeah, I have it is a Aris Surfboard 8300.
Yeah, okay. That's what I use too.
Here you
Except
go, Lloyd.
mine's just the modem.
There's the tongue sticking out right there.
Yep, yep, there it is.
And that one, and this is the one I put on her main picture right there.
Yeah.
Her sitting there with the tongue sticking out.
Yeah,
When she was at the free throw line, I shot
That's
that one,
true.
and that was the headline gallery shot. But that girl is big. She's like 14 years old and 6 foot.
let's see what that has.
I'm hoping I'm there in 4 years to see the change in her.
Yeah,
Because I saw, like I said, I watch them when they first come in, and then at the end of that 4 years, the difference.
let's see. It's got 2 gigabyte Ethernet ports, and if I were you, let's see. But yours is is the combo, right? What'd you say the model number was?
8,300.
8300. Okay.
Now, what are y'all talking about? What are you talking about, a mesh system?
Routers.
Oh,
To
it's a new router?
extend your
You know.
extend your distance. So you and your apartment
Okay.
probably don't need it, but if you're in a house, you might, because
Yeah.
Yeah, it uses
Router.
Wi-Fi 6.
Well, the system I've got
Oh,
from
it does? Mine
DirecTV is
does?
from,
Yeah.
Okay. Go
yeah, the
ahead.
one I got, AT&T. I can't get it. I can't get my TV in the back to pick it up.
Yeah, and when you hook this up, if you get that mesh system on the back of your router, you've got 4 ports there. And you just
I'm gonna look.
and so put one of the mesh systems right close to this one, or if you got a 6-foot Ethernet cable, a CAD 6,
Uh-huh.
just or Cat 6, just they can be 6, however long it is. Just plug in the back of that, in the back of your primary mesh router, plug it into that Ethernet, and then plug it straight into that modem, and it's all going to work seamlessly.
1, 2. Why do I
We got-
have 4 plugged in already? I have 4. All 4 of my
Dusty
slots are used.
and Jim came in. Jim's droning.
Oh, hang on,
Yeah.
I gotta get my dumb dog.
You
out.
got four things plugged into your router?
Yeah, and I've got my wireless printer. I've got 2 computers, and then one probably to the wall. No, why
Well,
would I have 4 plugged?
one of them could be the camera, right?
To my router? You mean the camera for my? No, not to the router. My camera would be plugged into the
Into the computer. Yep.
computer. Why would I have 4 plugged in, Lloyd?
Well, doesn't the mesh unit have Ethernet ports on it anyway?
Yes, it does. It does have extra. It does.
Yeah, so
Link the links has some. So you just unplug one of those
unplug it
from
in.
the router or
Yeah.
from your modem. Plug your mesh modem in, and then plug that into your mesh modem.
But what would I be
Mesh router.
unplugging to my router that would no longer work then? Do you think?
Well, it wouldn't. It would still work. It would just work. You just unplug it from that and put it into the. I don't know what you've got plugged in there. You'd have to look
Right.
and trace those
You have
wires.
to figure out what each one of those that are plugged in there go to.
It's still the same network.
Yeah, it's still all the same network. Yeah.
But if I unplugged one of them, then I would plug the one that I unplugged from the router into the mesh.
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
plug the
Yes.
mesh into the router.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just looping it differently.
Right. Yeah. And then it's all on the same system.
Gotcha. And
And-
then the other 2. So can I share
The
my
other 2,
screen?
you can place them wherever the hell you want.
Yeah, sure. Can I?
East
okay,
Coast
here.
says he'd love to see the link for this mess system.
Yeah.
Yeah, mesh, not meth.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this one here.
With a different topic
Oh.
now.
So I would plug one into my router.
No.
Then these 2 I can move anywhere into my house. And just
Yeah.
plug in, do you plug them into the wall? You must, huh?
No. They're all set up on Wi-Fi. Well, you plug them in for
Yeah, So
electricity.
got to
Yeah.
plug them in, yeah.
That's what I
For
mean.
power.
That's what I mean, electricity, yeah.
Power,
Yeah.
yeah.
Needs a wall outlet. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
And why is this one so cheap? 89. What did I think I was looking at this one. Yeah, this is probably the one you have, I think. Or the one you sent me, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Monday, if I ordered it now. Okay. I wasn't sharing, was I?
Huh?
Was I sharing my screen?
No,
No.
Oh, okay. Let me share my
Yeah, I was
screen.
hoping you would. I wanted to have your number so I could order some stuff.
Hold
Oh,
on, let me get a screenshot.
Here we go. Yeah.
Flip the
Yeah, that's the one I sent
flip the
you,
card
yeah.
on the other side.
Yeah. You notice he scrolled up there where you can't see his name and stuff. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna.
Anyways, what he just showed was a mesh system. I put the link in the chat, but it's always so long.
It is.
And let me see if I can find it somewhere else. Let's see.
I'm gonna try to put it in Bitly and see if that works. And post it.
All right.
Of course.
That's crazy. I got an automatic mail thing with the drone zone FAA. So it tells me TFRs and everything. Got one today, the first time I've seen this. It says that the following registration will expire in 180 days. So they're telling me 6 months from now, the drone's gonna expire.
I'm going to try and
Tell
put
me
this
that a
up
month
here.
before.
So I put that up there. So,
Don't look at me like that, Rodney. Raquel was the one who walked out on me.
for East Coast Thrills. Yeah. So there's a link to it and you can look at that and see what it's like. And, it's really in today's times, it's the only way to go because it's just, it's just such a smooth operation.
Hey Lloyd, was Art drinking last night?
I don't know if he was or not. I was on the show for a little bit.
I told him, I
but-
said, I watched the restream, like that. And he said, thanks for watching, Johnny.
No.
Ah,
He called me Johnny.
he called you Johnny. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that sounded like that whiskey.
well, he's been because he kind of that
little
last time
erratic,
huh?
erratic.
Yeah, he is. But
Well, definitely not erotic.
yeah,
And
not
not
erotic,
erratic. Oh,
erratic.
oh,
Yeah.
no,
No
different
O's
channel.
and A.
That's
But
Dennis's
he,
channel. Different channel.
Little bit scrambled.
yeah, especially if he's drinking. He and I, he was on.
No.
He had a show one night, and well, it was on. He was on Uncle Bill's, and he got pretty bad.
Pretty whipped,
Yeah, he
huh?
did.
Yeah, and so he and I sat, for my show. I said, and he said he woke up the next day and thought, I wonder if I was. I wonder if I made an ass of myself. Well, yeah, to be honest
Even
with
when
you,
he's
you did.
sober.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well,
But,
what they're doing on screen here, Brenda, is they're moving a buoy. What they pulled out of there was the anchor that the buoys go to.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I saw them picking that boom up. I knew they were doing something.
Yeah.
You see, now there's another word that you pronounce different to us. We still spell it the same, but we just say boy.
Boy,
Yeah. We don't call it a buoy, we call it a boy.
We can't help that y'all speak wrong.
It's a silent U.
Well, you know, Mark, you can't always be right.
Hey, Lloyd, I'm glad
Yes,
we
we
won the
can.
war and changed it.
oh yeah, I am too, man. I'm so glad that we won in 1776. That was the smartest move we made.
Yeah.
We did a
And then we perfected the English language.
strategic retreat to say, fuck it, you can have the place.
You got your ass whipped and you ran off.
Yeah.
No,
Just go
you
listen to the song about
you-
1814.
You notice who they complain about, and they complain about us, but let them have a world war, and who the hell do they end up calling?
Yeah.
have you not noticed that the only thing we actually complain about that war is the fact that you threw all our tea in the harbour?
Oh
That's 'cause
yeah,
we were
they were
making
bitching about
proper
the
tea.
tea. Yeah, yeah,
That's
There went
that's
their
how you make
profits.
proper tea, is in the harbor.
yeah,
The
yeah.
rest of
That's
it didn't matter. It was the tea that was a.
yeah.
That's
That's
what
how you make
started the war.
American tea. You throw it in the harbor. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
They said, "We didn't want
why
none of
we
this."
drink coffee here more than we do tea.
Yeah.
know?
Well, that's probably because you've got more coffee making countries next to you than tea making countries.
Well, yeah, obviously, a lot of the South American countries are they're the biggest suppliers of coffee.
Now, growing up, my grandmother's house was coffee all the time,
Right,
but
right,
our house was mostly tea.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
My
Hey,
favorite thing to do,
Joe, you want to keep it going for a while?
I might go find something to eat. I ate those full of donuts.
There's a ship upbound that I'm going to go try and catch.
Change.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna jump. Yeah, because I gotta get something to eat. You know what I mean?
Lance, you want to run the show for an hour or so?
Sure, I'll do it.
I'll stay here for a little while.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
Okay,
And put
Lance.
Bill in charge as well. We'll make him a co-host in case I got to.
You are a co-host, but you got no camera.
Okay. Change.
Yeah, put it like this. Just leave it like it is. Somebody will be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite thing growing up is we used to make the tea, and we used to get it wasn't half and half, might have been half and half, and we put the sugar in it and stir it and let everything settle down. Then you take a teaspoon and lay it on the top and pour it a half and half in real slow, and it
Right.
be on the top, stay on the top. So
Yeah.
you'd have the tea in the bottom, and you'd have the half and half, like a half inch on the top, and then when you drink it, you get a little taste of each. And that
Yes.
used to be
Yeah.
good.
The half and half, you mean cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's half milk,
Yeah.
half cream. It's like
Yeah.
it's not 100% cream. It's like
Yeah, it's 50-50.
50-50.
Right.
Yeah, that used to be good. And you used to not stir it in, you used to just drink it like that. You get the tea taste, and then you get the cream taste. And it
Yeah.
mixed later.
Yeah, I
But
quite
I
like.
remember that was the biggest kick. We used to do that all the time.
I quite like putting evaporated milk carnation
Stay safe, Paul.
in my coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back.
But
All right.
tea is just has to be normal milk.
Yeah, I like the
I
evaporated
better
milk.
take my phone with me.
Yes, take your
Yeah.
phone.
Make sure you take your drone and your controller.
The Neo. Take the Neo.
Oh Lord help me. Neo.
Hey, Paul.
So Lance,
left
what do you think? You think I ought to sell the Avada?
I think so.
I'm
Which
wondering,
one?
like I said, I've got two Avadas. One of them has 18 flights. One of them has no flights. It's still in a box. I have 4 batteries. I have camera butter filters, $50 filters. I got the case,
Right?
got bumpers. It's got
Now, is
extra
this-
propellers.
Now, is this the Avata one?
It's the Avata one.
Yeah.
So
Do
I'm
you have
wondering
the
what I
Avata
could get for
2?
that. Hmm?
Do you have the 2?
Yeah, I've got the 2.
Okay.
Greatest
But
drone ever.
yeah, it is. This is the greatest drone ever. I think that what I want to do is when I put the 2 together, let's see, both have care refresh.
Right?
So care refresh is still good on them. I'm thinking I'm gonna put $1,000 on it for the
Oh,
2
yeah.
drones and all this stuff, and I'm not gonna budge.
Yeah. Yeah, because
You know,
now the Avata one, it's a tough little son of a gun.
see, that's my
It
problem.
really
I
is.
like it.
Yeah. Well, that's me too.
That's why I may not get rid of it. The reason being is my son likes it too.
Right. Well, yeah.
Goggles.
And when Nick's here, I tell you the story about it, the first time he flew it.
Right.
He went out, we're out here in the gazebo, and he's flying it around, and I had to go to the car. My daughter needed me over there.
Right.
I said, just fly in that open area. Don't fly it fast. Just be careful, like that. So he's flying, and I come back, and he said, and he was landing it. And he said the battery told him it was getting ready to land. So I didn't tell him how to hit the buttons or nothing.
Right.
And I'm glad it didn't land on him. And he knew when he heard it, he just brought it back to him because it would have wound up in a tree. So he comes back and he lands it there. We put another battery in, and he takes off because he was taking off from fast as he could and stopping fast as he could back. That's what he was doing. And I
Right.
said, "Be careful because you're gonna overshoot it.
Yeah.
It's got a little roll at the end." So I'm sitting in his gazebo. He runs it out there, comes around the tree, comes back full speed right through the gazebo over my head.
Oh.
And I just looked at him. He said I was practicing. But he loved it. But he did the same thing with the Air 2S over in Folsom. We're above the
Right.
tree line, about 150-foot tree line. He says, how fast does it go? Boom. He just hits it full speed. And the full speed didn't matter. But when he started going left to right, right to left, and all of this, and full speed and jerking it back and forth, I said, dude, you're going to knock propellers off. They're going to go jumping off. You know the way this thing's going to be. But he can't fly. Actually, where he lives at, he'd have to get length, and he could only fly 100 feet where he lives. Because I thought about sending it to him.
It's a hard shell inferior drone. You need a Matrice 4T. Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to say he's not going to fly an Avata at more than 100 feet anyway, is he?
Right. No.
No, he shouldn't. Not this. This would be good for him. Anything else wouldn't be. But let me tell you what. Right now, like I said, he's an aircraft maintenance officer, and he's got a Harrier fleet that he works.
Right.
And this is going to be the last Harrier unit in the Marine Corps. When they're finished next year, when he moves on to the next unit, that's the end of him, and he'll be the last maintenance officer for him. And he thinks that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, but what they're talking to him about is moving him over to the drone unit.
Okay.
That's what he's talking about because he almost went into that straight out of TBS. But when he saw what he had to learn, he said, "Oh hell no." I said, because he got to learn what we learned plus more, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But he said now he really wants to do it. I'm not selling for $50.
Yeah. I'll be back
Like I
in just
said-
a second.
I got 18 flights on this one.
Just so you guys know, I will be listening. So if you're talking bad about me, I can still
Yeah.
hear you, even if I'm not
Okay.
here.
Okay.
So Lloyd, I
Okay, he's going to talk bad.
Do you think we care?
pulled the trigger on
Yeah.
the
You came back in to say, I'm still here.
Yeah. You got, and
89 bucks is the one I got.
Oh, really? Okay, that's a good price. That's a good price.
It covers 4,500 square feet, and
Yeah, and that's more than enough.
yeah, that's my house isn't nearly that big, so
Yeah. Yeah, I think you'll be happy. Just be patient setting it up and do what it says. You know, the steps.
Yeah.
Follow the
Don't,
instructions.
don't forget, Lance, that 4,500 square feet is taking into account that it has to be bang in the center of that circle.
Yeah, but still, that will my house, and I had three of them, and I had one clear at the far end of my house, and and I had my modem and the main router was here in the living room, so we're talking.
Yeah, but you want your main router and the main part of the mesh as close to the center of your property
Right.
you want
Yeah.
as you can.
Yeah.
Hey, Lance.
Oh,
Lance, stop.
Lance, your
Ah.
mic
I don't know
went
what you've
bad.
done to your microphone, but hell,
okay, any better?
only a little bit.
A little, but
Okay, I'm gonna turn it off and back on. Hold on.
all right. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I got to run in there and get my phone.
Uh-huh.
Go eat the food, just quit walking up.
Any better?
No,
No.
No.
you sound like a Dalek.
Unplug it, spit on it, and put it back in.
Okay, any better?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay.
Wanted to make sure he wasn't a host. That would have been funny.
We all don't take too much notice in the last one. It's just
Any better? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, better.
Okay,
Lower, but better.
I'm talking lower now. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, for me, my router is on the very edge of my house, and my family room is on the other edge of the house. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's just no way I can put it in the middle because that's where my router's set up. So Mark, what you're saying is
Well, it'll cover 4,500 square feet so long as it's in the middle of it. Because it's obviously transmitting omnidirectional.
so 45 split in half is what you're saying. Because
Yeah,
it's,
pretty much. Yeah.
which still should be okay ish.
I mean, can work out the. Let's get a calculator up. Right. Area equals pi r squared. So 4,500 divided by 3.142. That wasn't right. So yeah,
Okay, I'm
I
back.
want the square root of that. So I'll have to turn my phone sideways.
I had to cancel my hotel reservation. Oh crap. Cause last night I got on Art's show and Bill said I could stay at his place. So that'll save me about $500.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. He was going to come pick me up, and I ended up getting a deal, and I'm just landing there in West Palm Beach, and I'm now mind you, I'm getting I said, no offense, Art, but I'm getting a midget car, little Fiat 500, or along that line. So, you know,
Yep.
a Mini Cooper or something like. Who knows what I'll get?
Mhm.
But
Hey, check out this Cybertruck.
oh yeah, yeah,
Now that would be good if that was a Marine Corps emblem right there.
right, right. What is that, anyways? That looks like it's a.
Almost looks like the We the People logo for the holster company.
Oh yeah,
And it could be.
UN,
It could be
UN.
because they're giving one away. I think that
Oh.
might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered a holster from them last week, and it said I was entered in the contest. And I said, "What contest?" I went look for it. I think that's it. Now I wouldn't buy one, but if I want it, they're giving away the Cybertruck and $20,000.
Yeah, I'd take it. I mean, I'm
I'd
not
take
proud.
it.
I'll take it.
I like that. I'd have to put Marine Corps emblem there though.
Yeah. Well, you could always, if you wanted to be real classy, you could put an Air Force emblem on it,
No.
for if you want some real class. But
Well, from those calculations, it would cover approximately a 40-foot radius around the router.
Which is going to be kind of close, 40 feet from where it sits to downstairs.
But the point is that as long as you have your mesh within that 40-foot radius, it will then retransmit the rest of the way.
Gotcha. Okay, that'll work.
yeah, yeah,
Because what I'll do is I'll put one next to my router, of course. Then I'll put one
right, right.
upstairs, just down the hall. And
Yeah.
then from there, it's really close to my family room downstairs. So then
Mm-hmm.
I'll put the third one in the family room.
Yeah, and that's what I do, and that gives me coverage everywhere. I've not had any problem. I got a 2,000 square foot house, and it's really long.
Yeah, that'll work. I think I'll revisiting my Kauai
Oh yeah,
video.
that's cool.
And this cliff looks much more daunting to jump off of than the video shows. I would never jump off of this thing.
Yeah.
And you can see how kind of scared some of them are. They're like, I don't know if I'm going to jump.
I've known a couple of guys that jumped off those cliffs. One guy, he got paralyzed from the neck down. Another guy lost his eye because
Yeah.
he hit something under the water. They didn't see it, and it just went right into his eye, and he ended up losing it. So
Oh, geez.
yeah. And he was like, he did that. He was like, well, both these guys were just seniors in high school when it happened. So, they
Wow.
had to deal with it the rest of their lives. Yeah, because you can't tell, but whether is that shadowing underneath there, because it almost looks like, yeah, he went out far enough. It probably,
And these guys get wind of my drone here and they start waving at my drone here in a second. I don't know if I cut that part out or not. Oh, there he is. He sees it.
Well, that ocean right there looks just like it's really turbulent and rough.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, that's why they've got some of the best surfing over there.
I used to do that in Hawaii.
Do what?
I used to do that in Hawaii.
Well, that's where this is at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go running through a little place called Hawaii Kai. It was a little subdivision, and they
Mhm.
had a little road that went off, and it was a cliff. Then you walk down into the beach, and I used to jump off that. I used to go running and then jump off that into the water, and then swim back, and then that was where I kind of freshened up because I was out
Right.
doing supply runs. I'd go back in the van, and I'd get dressed again, and I'd go off. I jumped off one day, and there was a boat down there. I almost landed in a boat.
Oh crap.
It was about a 10-foot drop. But that was my Monday through Friday. I'd go running all through that area. And then I'd go swim for a little bit, and I'd get back into the thing, put my uniform back on,
Right?
dry off, and I was a little cleaner because I had washed myself off there basically. I wasn't
Right.
sweaty anymore. And then I go do my stuff and come back.
So this is with my 300 sitting in my hotel room or condo,
Oh wow.
and I taking shots with my 300 millimeter. This is also my
That's-
300 millimeter, but I'm on the beach here. So I'm
That's
much
in Kauai.
closer. Yes, Kauai.
Yeah, boy, I miss Hawaii. God darn it.
I'll be right back. I go get me some coffee now. It's out of hot chocolate, so I'm gonna go get me some coffee.
Okay.
If I ever get to Hawaii again, I'm never coming back.
Guys got a GoPro. She loses her top here.
Oh, that'd be good.
I heard that and I had to come back here to see it. Oh, doggone.
You know what the bad part about that is? You gotta swim over and climb back up to that shit.
Exactly.
That's the bad part. Let me show you this. I can see my granddaughter doing this. Watch this. Wrong one. Hold on. I can see my granddaughter doing this.
Ah, very cute.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, I can
cute.
see her doing that. I'm gonna have to get her something like that. That's funny.
Yeah, I wonder if mine's powerful enough to do that.
Yeah, you gotta have a good one.
Yeah, I've got little works. I think it's a real small battery and probably not powerful enough. Okay, Mark, I'll let you know how well my mesh works. It's supposed to be here tomorrow.
They got a plane. They got the stewardess, or it's looks like it's a tech that's giving an announcement through the plane, and he said I have an emergency announcement. He said He said, "Don't panic, we're fine." He said, "But there's a storm going through Las Vegas right now, and apparently the stadium where the Raiders play has been turned into a shelter like that." And he said, "But we don't have to worry because few touchdowns happen there." That's funny.
You.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I got one for Lloyd. It says Air Force basic training, and they got the general comes up, and he pats the guy on the head while he's sleeping. They bring him breakfast in bed. Funny.
One voice singing in the dark. I've got now study thousands of them. I'm sorry. Why there? What do you want me to do? I mean, I can do it. I'm saying. Oh, well, why don't you just stand out and about and shout stuff at me? I'll don't be ridiculous. I won't take no notice of that. No, come on, buddy. I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to go down there. Listen, what are you going to do? You're going to try and talk sense into him. No, for the frog and some of his stinkies.
Batteries required for this mesh system?
I wonder if the mesh bits don't need plugging into the wall then.
1A battery.
Hey. What the hell's a 1A battery?
What is a 1A battery?
I don't know. I know what a double A is and a treble A, but not a single A.
Where is it? It is right
Okay, I'm back.
there. So right
That's-
there, one
say-
1A battery required
For
for the mesh system I just bought.
really?
That's what it says.
Well,
What's a 1A battery?
put it in a search in YouTube, the model of the system you just bought, and see if there's anybody doing a review on it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Where'd you buy it at?
Amazon.
Amazon? Okay.
So, just
So Paul got to shoot that ship anyway, going back there when he went back. Okay. Marine Corps better hurry up and come up with that money. Find another house I like. Check out this real quick. That's in Folsom, Louisiana. It's 2.545 acres. Okay. Look at the inside of this thing.
Oh, wow.
But watch this. This is what I like. That's just an extra little room, but watch this back room. Got a pool,
Oh, wow.
and you got this. That looks
Yeah.
like it's a separate whole area.
Right.
Yeah. 2.5 acres, 2 baths, 3 beds, 2 baths house, and it's got that extra piece. But that's nice. And that's right up the road out the way. It's about 15 minutes from where I live, and it's like out in the country. Yeah, but I got that other one I like. That's 400,000 right now, and it's 4.5 acres with a fish pond. I think I'd rather a fish pond than a swimming pool.
I'm back.
And we're still here.
Just.
Yeah, we're still here. I didn't leave either.
What the hell is a 1A battery? Oh my God. They apparently make a half AA battery. But
So they said that fire made a new shift and is forcing more evacuations.
Yeah, Joe, did you hear in the news, they're talking about the Santa Ana winds are gonna take off again until at least Wednesday or Thursday of next week.
Yeah, I heard that. So now Brentwood is going towards Brentwood now. So I guess they're gonna burn that place down.
Right, it looks like an A size battery is a 3.6 volt ER 1850. No, 18505.
is it one of them flat ones?
No, it looks a little bit like an 18650.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm looking at this, somebody doing a review on this, Lance, and it comes with the plug-in, so that may be built in. That may just be your battery backup so it doesn't lose everything,
Hellfire.
you know? So,
Oh, I'm on mute. Gosh, I've been talking this whole time and you guys. Yeah. Okay.
What's
I hate
that?
when that happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll be good to know. I'll probably
He's been
start
talking
setting
to
up
himself.
about this time tomorrow, hopefully.
It's good.
So it
God.
looks like a D battery, doesn't it, Mark? Kind of but shorter.
It looks like the 18650, you know, the one that you put in quite a lot of the controllers.
Okay.
And I think they use them in torches now as well. But I've just looked on eBay, like £22 for two of them.
Right. Is this what you're talking about?
Hold it down a little lower. We didn't see it.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second. I'm outside. Let me look at it. So I can see where I'm putting it.
Put it in front of your face.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's an 18650 right there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they look
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
That sucker's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a,
Hang on, it's got a size on this picture. It says it's 50.5 millimeters tall, so that's 2 inches tall,
yeah.
and 18.5 millimeters diameter.
What's the
So
voltage on that? Does it say?
3/4 of an inch, 3.6.
Okay,
I'll
so
go to
this-
Radio Shack and pick up a couple. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Radio Shack doesn't
That
exist.
closed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. You're showing your age there, Lance.
Yeah, it's about 2
Mhm.
inches tall and about 3/4 of an inch across.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about the same size as a two.
I gotta
An,
find out what I did with my charger for that
but
18650.
18650 is a bloody expensive now as well.
Are they?
Yeah.
So I bought two
Instead
or three
of
of them.
Yeah, instead of getting them for a couple of quid each, now they're about 7 or 8 quid each.
Yeah. So I bought I bought, I don't know, 4 of them, I think, so I could use them with my FPV controller when I was trying to get into that. And
Yeah.
it came with a flashlight. And I just found this. I went back looking through some stuff in our old bedroom down there because I was looking for something in particular. And I found this sitting there. And I thought, what in the hell is this? I didn't even remember it, but I screwed it off, and it took me. I kept messing with that battery, thinking, now where in the hell did I get that? You know, and so yeah,
Yeah. I've got a few torches that run off them.
yeah,
And my Radio Master Boxer takes 2 of them, but
right,
it also takes a 2S battery as well. So I've actually got a 2S in it instead.
right. I'll tell you what, these little flashlights. I got one from Kai. He was doing a contest one night, and I won it. And he sent that thing to me, and I'm telling you what, that's the best damn flashlight I've ever had. And
Yeah, they
Judy liked
bright.
it so much, she took it, and I had to go buy myself. I had to go order another one for myself.
Yeah.
So then I had 2 of them, and I gave one to my oldest son when he was over here. Because I said,
Yeah,
I got
because
2 of these.
they're really bright.
Yeah,
Does yours, if you slide the lens forward, does it focus it into a tighter beam?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this goes.
I've got 2 of them
Yeah.
that take 1 battery each,
Yeah,
and I've got 1 that takes 2 of them batteries.
right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check out that other flashlight because I think because I can't find the charge of this, but that one has onboard charging, and I think it uses these 18650. I'll just swap that out, plug it in, let it charge on the. But I tell you what, that little one I got from Kai, it's just a little bit smaller than this. That son of a gun gets hot. They've got a warning on there that says extremely hot, and let me tell you, it gets hot.
The bulb, yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised at a little. I think those are called Cree 6 bulbs.
Yeah, the 3.6 volts. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they call the actual LED is called a Cree, CREE 6,
All right. Yeah.
and them son of a guns are bright. Oh, well, isn't that just a fine how do you do there?
I'm just downloading the video. That's why I'm kind of quiet.
Mhm.
No, that's fine. We're just helping Lance spend money.
Oh, are
Yeah.
ya?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, good for you, because I know Lance doesn't like to spend money.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Exactly.
kind of learned that from Captain Joe.
Hey,
Yeah, I
did,
figured my name was coming up.
you know Ron went and ordered those big screen TV. Did you guys get yours yet? 'Cause I told him
Yeah.
he said he was gonna buy one for everyone, so I didn't know if you guys got your big 43-inch curved screen that he was gonna order that day.
No, I didn't get mine either.
Oh well, I got a tracking number, but it seems to be stuck sort of in cyberspace. So I don't know, maybe, you know, because I said if he's buying one, he needs to buy enough for everybody.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know, don't come in here bragging about stuff, and if you ain't got enough to share, then we don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, it's called giving is sharing with your friends.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. It's better to give than receive, you know. So,
Yep, that's right.
oh, boy, last night I was ready to kill Don. Art does the thing with he's using Restream right now, and he does that giveaway for coffee and prizes and whatever. And it seems like when people didn't want something, they just kept sending it to me. So last night, Don came in there and set up the wheel, and I guess he has to copy everybody's name. It, has everybody write something, and he puts their name into this wheel. Well, he decided to be a smart aleck, and because somehow or another, Lon calls me the garbage dump of Arch prizes. So somebody doesn't want some, and I got a bunch of them sitting over here. I don't know, all sorts of junk that he's giving away, and it's nice, you know. But so Don puts in there one, you know, you go through and has everybody's name, and then one of the things on there was just send it to Lloyd, and there was three of them. I can't. There's just send it to Lloyd, and the other one is Bucky tells jokes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my, and I hate Bucky. That I just, and I'll be damned if it didn't land on it. You know, the first time it landed on it, the first one it landed on was just send it to Lloyd, and I said no. I said just spin that again. I don't need it. You know, I would want it because it was a toffee, and I love that stuff. But anyways, they spun it again, and I'll be damned if it wasn't. So Art gets up and gets Bucky on. Going, oh my God, Don, and he's probably in here because I told him last night he was an ass. He did that just to aggravate me because he knows how much I love Bucky.
Here's the ship I just did. I'll give you guys a quick view.
Oh, that is. Oh, I love that. Look
Wow.
at that.
That is cool.
Yeah, I like ice.
That is
way
awesome.
cool, Paul.
That's I look at a lot of yours, but that one there is just like, that's very cool. Cutting through that ice. Yeah.
Which piece of ice did you land on?
Where you landed at there?
Well,
God,
there
Bo
it is
Nick
going
is-
out into the lake.
Cool.
Yeah, you've got to remember to allow 5 minutes less flight time because of the cold.
oh, Jim's wrong. You have a USB-C flashlight. Yeah, I do too. That's and it has that's the one I got from Kai.
Mm.
Now, I did another ship right afterwards, and I did it because I thought maybe you'd like to see that one.
Yeah. That's
Right
that.
there, that Coast Guard ship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I figured you were doing it.
I've got a USB 4 battery charger that does the 18650s, the double A's and the treble A's, which is quite good. Trouble is, I've got two 18650s which aren't charging up anymore.
Hey, here's the Coast Guard ship out there.
Oh, there. Did you check out that link that who put that up there? Joe? It was let's see.
I didn't.
Yeah, Dustin put it up there.
No.
It's
Oh, I
a
didn't
US,
do it. I'll do it in a second.
yeah, US Marine Corps.
It's Crayolas. Yeah, that
well,
funny about that Crayola crap is that
uh,
Crayola stuff must have happened after I was in because I never knew anything about it.
There's the
Yeah.
ship we just did going up past it.
Crayola,
Yeah.
that wax crayon.
Yeah, crayons. Something about the crayons, eating crayons. I don't know. I still don't even know the whole thing about
yeah. Well, there's also a pattern for a case for a challenge coin with the the anchor and the earth and the anchor, world and the anchor, whatever they call that thing. Your logo.
it. Yeah. Eagle Globe and Anchor.
Yeah. They should just put a picture of a mason jar up there with a screw cap.
Oh no, it's got to have a cork cap.
Because I mean, y'all are jar heads anyway, so
Yep. I'll let you get away with that
well, yeah. I mean,
this time.
that's the the inter-service rivalry that we all have.
Yep.
Everybody tells me the only thing the Air Force is good for is mowing lawns. So, gotta admit, it was nice loading bombs on someplace and having them take it away, and I didn't have to worry about it. We didn't get, you know. Yeah, when I went in, they even gave us T-shirts that says a job you can use on the outside. That was their big push that year. Well, after I got out, I never heard from TWA or American Airlines. None of them wanted me to be loading bombs on their airplanes. I just thought I'd be getting calls all day long, but no. TWA just didn't want to do it, or American Airlines or United. None of them wanted bomb loaders. So I think my recruiter might have lied to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't normally do that, but I think mine did.
Just showing the latest Kellogg's advert on telly.
Well, I would think, Lloyd, you'd have been good as far as a baggage loader on an airliner.
Well, that just crossed my mind after I said all that. Well, I loaded bombs. I could load bags. Yeah.
Luggage, yeah.
Well, a lot of the guys went to work because there's a big Hughes aircraft facility there in Tucson, and a lot of guys left. They got discharged out of Davis Monthan down there in Tucson, and they just went right to work over in the weapons development section of weapons development there at Hughes Aircraft, because they're the ones that built the AGM-65, a big air to ground thing that Warthog got big, and and they were at that time they were just they had just come. I don't think they even had them out of production yet, because they only had two when I was part of the test crew on. I was the AGM 65 with a imaging infrared. First one. They load those on the A10s later after they went into production, and that was the first time that pilots had night vision. They had to use, they had a camera that they looked through, but that was the first time they had actual night vision. If they didn't load that particular missile on there, well then, they didn't have it. So they started loading them, and then from that they developed the night vision.
So is there any football on today? Or is
Yeah.
it just all college football?
I
Yeah,
couldn't tell you.
Saturdays. Yes.
Yeah, it should be pros this today. Should be playoffs. So who won last night? Last night Ohio State played, right?
I don't know. I didn't see it. If it did,
Yeah.
Let's see, what's today? The 11th.
That's
Because the night before Notre Dame played, I forgot to watch it. And last night when I got home, I forgot to turn it on to see the other game.
Notre
So yesterday, I
Dame.
think they were during the day.
Notre Dame beat Penn State 27-24.
Wow.
well, that would have been a close game, huh? 27-24.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's one field goal.
Ohio State played Texas.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Forgot
and I've
all
got
about
a fucking team advert. Get rid. Right.
It's 28-14. Yeah, it wasn't too.
Yeah,
who
28-14.
won.
Ohio.
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
So that means Ohio won the Cotton Bowl and
Right.
Notre Dame won the Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Notre Dame Ohio State National Championship.
Yeah.
And way
Okay.
Notre Dame's playing, they may have won it.
Yeah, I it's funny. I caught part of that here.
And that's on the 21st.
Yeah, I caught part of that. 21st. Well, it's the 20th for us.
Yeah, because it's
7:30. Yeah,
it's midnight on the
Right,
21st. Yeah.
right. 7:30 p.m. I guess.
Yeah,
that's,
your time.
Yeah.
8:30. No,
8:30. Yeah, Paul's
No,
time would be 8:30.
7:30. No, 7:30.
Oh, is it?
Paul's
Okay.
time. 6:30 your time.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And who's playing?
Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Yeah, Ohio State and Notre Dame.
What day?
On the 20th, that would be. Oh hell!
Yeah. That's a while.
That's on a Monday. So I will be
I
right
bet
back.
you I'm working.
No, it's not.
Huh?
1, 2,
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, because
It
the
is.
13th.
Yeah, it's on a Monday.
Monday.
Yep.
Create a call. Create your own.
Weird day for them to put it on, isn't it? Gets in the way of Monday Night Football. Right, what's on tonight?
I look at my calendar because it's got in blue. It's got some kind of a. Oh,
Upcoming
Martin Luther
Saturday.
King Day.
Saturday
It's the 20th.
Saturday the 11th. That's today at 9:30. So that's 5:30 your time. No, 4:30 your time. It's the Colts versus the Oilers. And then at 1 a.m., which would be 8 o'clock, you've got Pittsburgh versus Baltimore, Denver versus Buffalo. No, Denver versus Buffalo is at 6 p.m. our time. So that's 1 p.m. your time. Mm.
Hey, Joe, Martin Luther King Day here in the US is a holiday, right? National holiday?
And Green Bay are playing Philly.
Yup.
So you won't get any mail or anything on the 20th.
And then on Monday, you've got Washington versus Tampa Bay. And on Tuesday, Minnesota versus the Rams.
This is the right one. Come on.
So what's that, 9:30?
Lance,
Yeah,
are you there? So you're going to school on Monday, right?
I am. Yes, I am.
Okay.
So I should have that when I get there or sometime during the day. I'm trying to do my FanDuel fantasy football, and I just was on the phone with the guy that's setting everything up, and I couldn't get in. Should I take Bo Nix for the quarterback, Joe?
Maybe.
Did you share with Joe what you're getting on Monday?
I did not, because he's going to talk me off a cliff if I do.
You talk. What are you buying?
I'm not telling you. I'm going to do a box opening.
Okay.
But you will love it. What I got.
One
Yeah,
of Joe's favorites.
Joe loves it.
Oh Lord, help me. I already know. That's enough. I gotta find a router.
Yep, from one of our favorite suppliers, no less.
Yeah, I know. Good luck. That's all I'm saying. But it's a roster. Miracle JV roster. Okay. She JV or she varsity? Cornell. She is junior. She's on JV. Make sure she's not on the varsity roster. Nope. Okay, got that right. I got to order this picture for this girl because for some reason I look at the numbers. I don't even look at their faces half the time when I'm doing it, and it had the number freaking wrong on the roster for the girl. So I put one name for a girl. It's the wrong name on the picture, and the girl didn't even order the picture because I was in a hurry doing it. Because I don't do them right off the bat. I wait. I got to stop waiting. That way I'll have time to do them. Now I got to go back and make the other one, and that girl never even contacted me and said she didn't get the picture. That's what even makes it worse. I was hoping she'd contact me so I'd get an address and send it direct, but she didn't contact me, so I am going to send it to me, and I'm ordering something else with it. It was going to cost me the same shipping. Why in the world my TV does that thing? It's just I'm starting to hate DirecTV.
Mm.
It just went off the channel and it goes to the main page. And it goes back to what do you want to watch? Apps, TV, what? It's on TV. Leave it alone. Doesn't do it often, but it does it about once a week. Leave it where I got it.
Didn't want to know what's happening to me lately. I just
Go back and put that one in there. Put 10. So I figure if I gotta pay $7 shipping on this order and order it again, I might as well order something I need.
Yeah,
Because that way I'm getting what I want and I'll have it to give out.
Yeah, in answer to your gamer or your gamer, your question earlier, Paul. Yeah, there's some games on today. You got the Chargers versus the Texans for the AFC wild card.
what time's that game on?
3:30 p.m. is what it says. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, three
And-
your time, 4:30 Paul's time.
Probably 4:30 Paul's time, yeah. And then you got the Steelers versus the Ravens at 7 or 8 o'clock your time. And then tomorrow you've got the Broncos against the Bills and the Packers, and that's for. Why is the AFC getting through?
I thought I rolled this out about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you got enough games to keep you busy today and tomorrow, or tonight and tomorrow. So
And on Monday night and Tuesday
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
on CBS too. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, the first one starts at 4:30 your time tonight.
Right. Yeah.
So half an hour before you go on live.
Right.
And the next one starts at 1:00 in the morning our time. Which is 8:00 your time.
Yellow.
Okay. Mark, what are y'all watching on TV over there?
It's only Fools and Horses.
Okay.
Well,
Comedy,
guys, what do you think?
1970s comedy with David Jason.
Oh yeah.
Justin,
yeah.
what do you think?
Push the Merry Way.
Ready to
Up
pack
to
it
you,
in?
Paul.
Pack it
I was
in.
always ready to pack it in.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
The vote is to pack it in, everybody. We'll see all of you again later today.
Have a good
All
one.
right.